Mike's You Know What Dude podcast on riotcast.com.
All right, here we are. What's up? Some of these mics were shut off. We're here. You Know What Dude podcast. Deepu to my right, Lauren to my left.
What's up, Bob?
What's up, kids?
Doing well, sir. How are you?
How you doing?
I like the sir thing. I like that. Thank you very much. I'm doing all right. It was a crazy fucking weekend. I did the Boston Comics Come Home there, the Cam Neely Foundation.
That went very smoothly, right? I heard.
Yeah, it was just a smooth little, no bumps, no hiccups. Oh, my God. Oh, my fucking God.
We're definitely going to talk about that later.
We're going to talk about that later. And I've done a lot of stuff with Wanda, of course, the headlines, and everybody's picking up on her getting booed off stage. And then Nick DiPaolo and blah, blah, blah. And Bill Burr was there. And it was a crazy night. Crazy fucking night, but a great night, and for a great cause. We'll be talking about that today. What else we got, Deeps?
We're going to do a little good fan, bad fan, a new segment we planned for the opening segment.
Well, let me do this real quick. Who do we got on the show today, Sexy?
Yeah.
Ooh, we have.
I'm talking to Deepu.
I'm looking pretty good today, right?
You are. You do look good.
I did a little wardrobe makeover recently.
I think you look. I like the eyes odd. Your hair looks good. You're actually put a little weight on.
It's the whole scope is out of here. I got to fucking step up.
You better fucking step up because now Lauren knows how to do your fucking job.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. What do you got?
We got Tim Dillon.
Tim Dillon.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Tim Dillon.
Ooh.
We
Love
got
him.
Stavy baby.
Oh, love him. To the left. We got the right and the left.
We're
going to be be about today.
Yeah, Tim came in. He's ready to go.
It's Timmy.
We got Mike Boccheti.
Wait, what the fuck does that mean?
What? He
Tim
was talking
came in
about.
and ready
He's
to
talking
go.
about Trump.
All right,
He's
but
ready to go.
well, yeah, but you don't know he's ready to go. He's not here.
All right.
You haven't talked to him today. You just made that up. Tim.
Yeah, he was
Tim.
up here before.
When?
Just before you
Bob,
got here.
don't. You know that calms me down. Do not calm me down. You'll take the funny out of the show. If you calm me down like that again. Who else do we have?
We have Ryan Doon too.
Ryan Doon, Mike Buscemi,
Mike Buscemi.
who I'm a big fan of. Never been on the show. He's been on everybody else's fucking show.
Yeah.
But now
very
he's on this show. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
What's his name again?
Mike Buscemi. He's
Boccheti.
Boccheti, whatever the
Sorry.
fuck Buscemi.
Jesus.
Why do I? Oh, Buscemi. Why am I saying
It
Buscemi?
sounds a little
Steve
Sopranos.
Buscemi.
Oh, Steve. That's I mix it
Yeah.
up. Well, it is one of those names you mix up.
Can we book him next week?
I did.
Oh,
No,
great.
listen. Of course not. No, but I am going to start booking some famous people.
That'd be cool.
I mean, it's not hard in this room. Fucking everybody's famous to us. We also have, Rydoon. If you don't know who Rydoon is, it's a young guy who was very popular on Vine. When Vine first came out, I was actually into it. He was one of the guys from Boston that I really loved watching. He blew up, stand-up comedian, L.A. The Vine thing happened. Now Vine is dead.
Yeah.
Wish you had music for that. Whatever the song that would be.
Should have thought of it.
Well, I thought you should have.
Yeah.
You're that guy. You're
No,
the
I should have. No, you're right.
Yeah, I'm not me.
That's what I was saying.
I'm the guy who comes up with the stuff. Anyways, so there we go. That's the show today. And we're going to do, we have this segment called Good Fan, Bad Fan. It'd be great if we had a little thing for that. Good fan, bad fan.
Yeah, I was sitting on that, and I came up with one on the way here. So
what is
next
it?
week.
Do it in your head. Like out loud, though.
So I'm going to have like a whistle sound effect. It's going to be like, yeah, and then it's going to be Bobby going, "You're off sites, dude!" And then we got good fan, bad fan.
Let's go. I
Something
like
like
it.
that,
All right,
you know?
cool. I liked it.
I'm into it.
Okay.
I like it. What?
So
I'm
should we
into
start
it.
with
I'm into it, too. Go ahead.
So
What do we
Bobby,
got?
Bobby, are you the kind of guy that likes good news first or bad news first?
I like the bad news first. I like walking up to the fucking demon, walking up to the darkness, stepping into the darkness, jumping off the cliff, and knowing God will teach me to fly. Does that make sense? Not really.
Lauren, what about you? Are you a good news first person or bad news first person?
I'm a bad news.
Yeah.
I'm a
I think
badder.
we're all bad news first people.
Yeah.
Lauren, you're pregnant.
Oh my God, that's what everyone's saying.
Again. What do you got? You better kill it now before Trump.
I know.
You
it's
get
all
pregnant from anal?
downstairs.
Yeah.
Probably.
Can we not bring up your dirty
I know,
ass
we're
again?
over it.
All right.
I puke every time I think
I
it.
know.
And you let him come in it.
I know. I was pooping cum.
It's not even funny. You don't
I
come
know.
back from that, Bubba.
I know.
You don't come back from that.
I'm ruined.
Every guy in the chat room, any guy who ever listens.
Good. I'm over it. I'm over their dick pics.
I'm not. Why do I not get the dick pics?
keep
Can
them all
somebody
to
send me
myself.
tit pics, please? For the love of God, every other fucking podcast get tits and vagina and videos. I saw one guy who gets videos. I get nothing.
All
I
right,
get-
well, set up our titty game. I'll get it going.
Step it up. Why don't
Step
you
it up.
send me one?
All right.
I don't know it's you. You send me one too.
I'll try.
All right, go. What do we got?
All right,
Bad
so
fan.
Our first bad fan
Yeah.
is a comment on YouTube from our last episode. Sib Sibnall says,
All right, wait, stop. I already don't like his name. It's already a
Sibnall.
negative Sibnall. Fuck off.
I've only seen him on 2 out of 3 podcasts, and I love all his peers, but I'm uncomfortable with how much I hate Sam Morril.
Really?
Yeah, I was surprised by that too.
Why does he hate? How can you hate Sam Morril? I mean, look, Sam Morril is a pretty fuck you type of guy. He doesn't take shit, but that's what I like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's pretty opinionated. He's funny, and he's always been a sweetheart to me. So I, don't
I
know.
like a little dark too in my
Yeah.
comedy.
Yes.
Very dark.
yeah,
he's
he's
very
got
dark.
that dark factor.
He is dark factor. Not as much as Monroe, but yeah. Whoa, get it? He's a black guy, and I made a joke. Go ahead.
Our good fan has a comment in the form of a
fan.
5-star review on iTunes.
Yes.
M Fig says, Bobby's voice is my Monday morning. I look forward to it on my drive into work and it improves my entire week.
We need
Yay.
sound effects after these bad
Yes.
fans. We need and then good ones like yay. Or maybe we don't do that. Maybe we just do it ourselves.
Maybe like let it
Lauren,
hang.
here's your
All
job
right.
from now on. Good fan, bad fan. You make the sound effects for bad and good. Okay.
Okay.
What
got
else
it.
we got? Anything else?
Our next bad fan says,
Yeah.
"Oh God, save us from more sober lectures." It's by Colin Moore.
That was me choking on a dick.
Yeah, we got it. Oh God.
That's a good fan.
I made a girl choke on my dick once.
Really?
Yeah.
Did she almost puke?
No, I wish I wanted to spit up on. Anyways, let's
Yeah.
not go down your Jersey route. Let's keep it on board. Well, listen, that's pretty fucking annoying, but he's got a point.
The
I do
sober
go-
lectures?
I do go on. I call it what they call it in The Incredibles. If you've seen that movie, monologuing. Someone got me monologuing.
We got music. I actually have music for the next time you go into a monologue.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just slip it in there.
They great. Now,
You
I
don't
do.
mind.
Hey, here's the deal. It's my podcast. Okay, my mics. Okay, my studio. I can monologue whenever the fuck I want. Because let me tell you something. Life is about monologues. If you don't monologue, who the fuck are you? How do you know who you are, what you feel? All right? You got to fucking step it up and go into what you believe and let other people know because sometimes people need help. Okay? And I,
see
don't
that-
drink.
I know you're trying to get me to play the music. I actually didn't have it ready yet. So
Well, there you go. That
whoops.
I really wasn't. I was just monologuing.
Oh, really?
That would have been a good joint though if you started playing the music. But thanks for ruining my monologue.
The amount of time it would take me for you to pull the music up, it would not be worth.
That wasn't a monologue, anyways. That was a rant.
Okay.
That was a rant.
That's true.
You have to have rant music.
Yeah.
All right, what else you got? What's a good fan?
A good fan says we have another 5-star review from Murray472, and he says, "I heard about this show after Video Game Outliers joined Riotcast.
Yes.
And wow, I am hooked."
Video game. You know what? Great show. One of the most popular shows on our network. It really stepped up. These guys have it together, man. If you love video games, and you're into the gaming world, and you're just a nerd, and you like that, you got to listen to these guys. Really good. Really good. You'd love them.
Yeah.
All right. So what else do we got on the show today? What else are we going to be talking about? Anything?
We're going to talk about Comics Come Home, that show you did.
Absolutely.
We're
Talk
definitely going to
about-
dive into Riot Doon's recent misfortune
Yeah,
with
I
Vine
mean,
being taken down.
Vine is dead. Vine is gone. That'd be like if podcasting died. I mean, what would I do? You know what I'd do? I'd
You'd
fucking.
be monologuing in your bedroom somewhere.
you're a dickhead.
I'd
know
watch
what?
your monologues.
Bad fan. Bad fan.
I'm a bad fan.
All right, here we go.
I guess-
What do you say we start the show?
Let's do it.
Let's start the
Get everyone
show.
here. Yeah.
We're bringing people up right now. If you're listening and you're on the show and you're downstairs at the cellar, feel free to push the buzzer. If you guys want to be on the show, what's the email that you can email?
They can email Lauren at ykwdproducer@riotcast.com.
That's true. And if you want to be a premium member, okay, if you want to support this show, number one, it's about supporting the show. Number two, it's about getting premium content. We have the Creeps with Kids show up there. The Podfest is up there. We're talking video, high-def video, two of the funniest shows we've done. Amazing content. We're going to be putting more stuff up. And it's easy. You go to the App Store, iPhone, Android, download the free app. What's the name of the app?
It's called the Robert Kelly's You Know What Dude app.
You know what, dude? Get the app, dude. Boom, you put it in your pocket,
Yeah.
and there you go. Okay?
Yeah.
You fucking download it for free. And then, you know what you do? You subscribe. $1.99 a month. That's all you have to do, and you are a premium member. You're supporting the show. You're actually, and you're getting the premium content. And look at all the show. If you don't have the money, I get it. If you don't have the is that where I sitting? That's what Tim Dillon sits.
Verizon? Well, no. What'd you say? No. Well, we got
here,
we got Ryden
I'm
in that
kidding,
seat.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I just like to fuck with you, Tim.
And just a quick thing. If they want to watch it on their browser, they can go to robertkelly.libsyn.com, put it on their big screen, watch it that way.
Yes, you can do it that way too. So go download the app, support the fucking show, and be part of become a fucking dude. That's what I'm saying. Become a fucking dude, and get the original. Shut your face. Get a haircut. You get all whipped up. Now your head doesn't match your body. Listen. What else do we got, Baba? Where's that read? Give me that fucking read. Where is it? I got to read this real quick. I wish I could give this to Tim because I don't want to. Oh, Casper's back.
We got read music if you want.
Oh, I love you. Yeah, read music, please. Let's do a little music for this. Let me tell you something about Casper. I have one of these mattresses. And I look I know that we read this shit. And everybody's like, yeah, it's fucking good. But this is actually good, okay? I don't know if this is going to go with the tone we need a sleepy time thing, but maybe you should get the ad and then,
We'll with the ensuing
what do you want to do? Oh,
funds.
Casper mattress. It's a sleepy brand that's created on a perfect mattress sold directly to consumers, eliminating commission-driven inflated prices. Its award-winning sleep surface was developed in-house, has a sleek design, and is I gotta read my fucking glasses. I hate this. Old cocksucker I am. And is delivered in a small. How the hell did they do that size box? It's true. The box shows up. You're like, what? The worst part about getting a mattress is, first of all, taking the other mattress out and putting the other mattress in. If you live in New York City, you're going up a 5-floor walk up with a mattress. You might as well just fucking quit. Become homeless. Live outside. Get a twin, because you're not getting a king or a queen. But not with this, because they suck it up and they make it like that meat little sucker up, or the vacuum seal. They vacuum seal it in a little box. It's unbelievable. Casper offers adaptive pillows and soft, breathable sheets. The mattress industry has forced consumers into paying notoriously high markups. Casper is revolutionizing the mattress industry by cutting the cost of the dealer with resellers and showrooms and passing that savings on. So you don't have to go to a stupid Macy's and talk to some shadrool in a tie. His third job on weekends to put his fucking daughter through college. He's trying to upsell you on a map. This is the one they have in the hotel. They got these. This is the hotel. Now you can go with this, but this pillow. This is all the Hiltons. Shut up.
Rob, at least you have stores like that in the city.
Shut up, Mike. Don't talk during my fucking. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
At least you have stores like that in the city. Staten Island sucks. So you go to Sleepy's. It's
They're
an
awful.
idiot.
Look I get it. I don't want to take jobs away from people, but you know what? I want convenience. All right? Here's the deal. Mattress, guess what? They can cost. I paid $2,500 for a mattress once.
Whoa.
Yeah, whoa, it's right.
It's fucking insane. I mean,
Yeah.
what they should fucking
Mike,
have.
I got money, okay? It's not that insane.
Oh, no. To me, it is.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Look, they can cost over $1,500. Mattresses, Caspers, guess what? $500 for a twin. $600 for a twin XL. $750 for a full. $850 for a queen. $950 under $1,000 for a king. That's good, man. You can't beat that. Buying a Casper mattress is completely risk-free. Casper offers delivery, free, and free return if you don't like it. Sleep on it for 100 nights. I don't know if they want to do that with some of my fans. I don't know if I don't know. I don't know if
burns in it.
cigarette burns, just stain. Look like somebody was murdered. That's really just semen. Yeah, listen. Here's the deal. I'm telling you, you can 100 nights free. You can return it for nothing. If you don't love it, they'll pick it up, refund your money, everything. Casper understands the importance of truly sleeping on a mattress before you commit to spending all this money on it. All right? Here's the deal. The Casper is obsessively engineered mattress at a shockingly fair price. It combines springy latex and supportive memory foam to create an award-winning sleep surface with just the right sink and just the right balance. Time magazine named it one of the best innovations of 2015. An award-winning mattress that won't disappoint. Free shipping. Returns to U.S. and Canada. Try Casper 100 nights free, you son of a bitches. It's free. Just try it. Even if you don't like it, you send it back. All right? If you don't love it, they'll pick it up for nothing. All right? You get all your money back. Made in America, too. Trump's America. All right, America. He's already doing it.
Good.
He's already doing it. We're making mattresses here again. All right, check it out. Please. What's the URL? What's the fucking URL?
Casper.com.
Yeah, but how do they use my thing? Oh, you mothers. You know what? Oh, sorry. Get $50 off towards any mattress. Can you just see that I'm stupid with some of this stuff and just assume it and then fucking help me with it instead of making me panic? I have anxiety, Lauren. Okay? That's why. Okay. All right, check it. You get $50 off any mattress purchased. I know this is a long. I know it's a long read. I didn't know it was this long.
Sorry.
We got another one. Great.
another read.
We're reading that. We'll start
right.
the show. I got to read this. Take the $50 off the mattress. Go to Casper.com/dude. Dude. And use code word dude. Listen, dude. Okay, terms and conditions apply. You're getting $50 off the mattress. Here's the deal. What does this say? Screenshot. What is this stuff? What is that?
You know not to read that.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
I'm
Will you
telling
go over these fucking ads with me?
Gotcha.
Where's Scopo? I'm kidding. Everybody, I'm fucking kidding. Please, I don't want... Knock on wood. Knock on Scopo's head. All right, guys, let's start the show. All right? Turn that fucking hillbilly music off. God damn it. God damn it. I'm rock and roll.
We need to reinvent the aesthetic, Bob.
What?
21st century.
Yeah, well, why'd you go back to the 19th century for the music?
You don't like bugles?
No, I don't like bugles. I don't like
was a
can
miscalculation.
girls. I don't like fucking chicks with little hats doing this shit with fucking cigarette fucking things on the front, right, Tim?
Flappers.
Why'd you cut your hair, Tim? Why?
It looks good.
No, I will be the judge of that. Don't tell me what looked good to me.
You don't like
I
it? You don't like it?
I liked your Kennedy hair.
I know. I had to. It was going insane.
I liked it. I liked it. You
I'm
should've
gonna let it
done
grow
some-
out. I
you
get
should've-
3-4 haircuts a year.
I know, but here's the thing. It looks like Beetlejuice got a hold of you. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know because I understand because I have the small head now.
Well, you got
I
the-
look younger. And I look younger. I'm trying to go out for younger roles. I want to
Bubba.
play early 50s.
Stop eating rolls. Maybe you will.
That's that.
As the show started, what's going on?
That's that brilliant comedy. There we go. The good stuff. That's the good stuff.
Come on, anytime you hear the word rolls, don't you think of a nice dinner roll?
I had a great lunch.
All right, let's go through the room. Let's introduce everybody. Deepu, who do we got?
Oh, our first guest is Stavros Halkias.
Stavros Halkias, a.k.a. the Greek, a.k.a. the fucking little kid, a.k.a. Mini-Me.
Hello, everyone. How we doing?
How are you doing?
Good. I miss you, Bob.
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
In this America!
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm not. Yeah, I'm alt right now, so I
Okay.
believe women shouldn't have rights anymore, and Muslims should get out. So Deepu, I know you're not, but I used to know you're not, but now that
It's
I'm
it's
conservative,
suspect.
it's all one. Yeah. So
we
I don't know
don't
if you've been extreme vetted yet or not.
Yeah, he has. I've had
Okay,
it. Yeah.
you've had him
He
vetted.
didn't know, but I've had it done over the last 3 years. That's why Scopo left. I couldn't let Scopo leave until we knew that he wasn't a terrorist from ISIS.
Right.
Appreciate it.
Yes. So who else we got?
We also got Tim Dillon in the studio.
Hello. Thank you so much.
Timmy, what's up,
Good
buddy?
to be here.
Timmy was in Boston a day before me.
Yeah.
I sent you. To,
I should have stayed because I had no reason to go back
Oh my
to
God,
New York.
you should have came. I could
Yeah.
have got you to the.
I would love to see the show.
You could have went.
I wanted to see Wanda Sykes and everybody
Buddy,
else.
we're gonna talk about that. We're
Hey,
gonna
it
talk
was
about
great.
that after we introduce everybody. Unbelievable. But I sent you to La Familia Giorgio's, which we went to.
Yeah, I had a great time. I enjoyed it.
Now look, man, I didn't send you to the best Italian restaurant
Yeah, it
in
was-
the North End.
It was good.
But it's a great restaurant for the price. They
Yeah.
get great food.
Yeah.
And-
I said, Bobby Kelly used to work here. They went, who? I said, Bobby Kelly. He's a comedian. They said, what? So it was a great time.
Well, who'd you say to? The fucking Mexican guy taking your money? Hello? Huh?
Well, just my
See?
waitress. I just asked my waitress.
Look, man, I walked in. First of all, there was a line when we went.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I didn't wait in the line. Let's put it that
Of
way.
course.
Oh.
Let's
There
put
we
it
go.
this way.
All
I
right.
mean, my wife went up and said, I tell you what, I tell you what, that if that restaurant never exists, my son would never be born. That's where I met my wife.
It's a small, cool little place because I'd never
It's
been
the
over
biggest
that.
one.
Yeah.
Really?
They're all tiny little jewel box
Yeah,
restaurants.
it's the fucking North End.
It's cool, man.
It's the best.
It is cool.
And in Trump's America, it's going to get no.
Bobby had a crazy point that the Italian food in Boston is better than New York, which is completely asinine.
It's
But-
you're fucking nuts.
It was nice.
I guarantee you, buddy.
I had the
that if you-
Domino's. The
buddy,
Domino's was great.
The
If
Boston
you
Domino's.
did you go to the bakery?
I did. I went to Bovis.
What'd you get?
Ooh,
I got the
Bovis.
chocolate bomb and lobster
How
tail.
was it?
It was
Lobster
great. I had to eat
tail.
it on a megabus
Of course you did.
because I was stuffed from the Giorgio, and I was eating La Familia Giorgio on the megabus with the chocolate bomb.
Do you know how many people hated you on the mega?
A lot of those Coke mules were not happy with my, they were not happy.
Why do they have a seriously though? Why do they do like shipping drugs from one state to the other?
I don't know.
Like
But
and-
Bobby goes like this. I was on the phone on the megabus. He goes, "Put me on speaker for 1 second." I said, "You're gonna get me stabbed." I didn't know what he was gonna say, but whatever he was gonna say in that packed megabus would have been the end of me.
You didn't do it, right?
Of course
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
He's like, "It's a trust exercise." I'm like, "Goodbye, goodbye."
All right, who else we got there, buddy?
We also have Mike Boccheti in the studio.
Hey, Bob, thank you, Bob.
Mike, what the fuck? Why? All right, whatever. We'll deal with it when we get to you. Mike, what the fuck? Mike Boccheti, how you doing, buddy?
Good, thank you for having me.
You're my hero, Mike. I'm a big fan.
Wow.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
I
I watch you
appreciate
every day on Artie Lang's show on like for 2 years.
He's
Oh,
really.
thanks.
Wait, stop right now. He's really your hero.
He's my hero.
He's your fucking hero.
I mean, you're my hero too.
Like if you could, don't put me in that shit. Listen, I want out of Heroville. All right, listen. He's not your hero. You
One of my favorite clips on YouTube is him doing the weather.
look,
once.
he's fucking great. I love Mike.
Thank you.
He's hilarious.
Yeah.
My hero is the Dice Man.
That's not a bad hero.
He doesn't mean Andrew Dice Clay. He means a guy who throws dice a few blocks away who's got a game.
Well, Sam Kennison, Bob, runs neck and neck with those two.
Well, one of them's dead, so I'd take the one that's still living. How's that? Because you don't know how fucking Sam was going to turn out.
No, you're right.
He could have went back to preaching, and then you'd be like, I don't like him anymore. Who else we got on the show?
And lastly, we have Rye Doon in the studio.
Hey!
Rye, beautiful eye Doon. How you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you, man?
Oh,
The,
they are beautiful.
what they
They're
are
gleaming. I can see them now.
Yeah.
What?
they-
Oh,
And you've
yeah.
got great eyelashes too.
All right, listen.
do.
Hey,
Thank
I'm sorry.
come on. Stop
got a little ahead of
fucking queening
myself.
out on my show. What the fuck? You get a fucking bad breakup. All of a sudden, you're trying to fuck Vine stars.
Yeah,
So-
maybe.
Former Vine stars. Vine is dead. So this
yeah.
will be my last time on this podcast. Am I right? You-
No, why would that be? You'd probably be on more now because now you're forced to get funny. Those fucking queer little videos.
Hey, Bobby.
What?
How come I haven't been on the show in like 2 years? Is it because of Scopo?
You never asked to be on the show.
I texted Scopo every time I was in New York.
Well, there you go. Well, you know what you do is get a room somewhere in Brooklyn, and then you can
Yeah.
get on the show. Let's go.
Okay. I don't know what that
Lauren,
means.
the new booker is not a comedian.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I remember there was one time, but it was already booked. But that's the only time. You can come on anytime. I
Thanks,
told
man.
you that. You're one of my favorites. I liked you before you liked me.
Not true.
No, but you know what I mean. Like I contacted you.
Not true.
I looked at you in a way. You're one of my, dude. You're my hero.
Actually, I know
This is
exactly.
the worst Avengers ever. You guys?
I know exactly
Hang
what
on
happened.
1 second, Ryan.
Oh, sure.
Here,
I'll try
put
it.
that. But don't wrap it around your head. Don't scare people.
Montana.
What's up?
So what happened was I was making vines.
Yes.
Remember vines? And anyways, one day I noticed Robert Kelly followed me on Vine. And
Yes.
I had a little fanboy experience when I was walking dogs, picking up shit. I felt good about myself for a
Yeah.
moment, and I tweeted you. It was pathetic. I was like, Robert, I've been having a bad week, and I noticed you followed me. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then you're like, dude, come on the podcast sometime. That's my impression of you.
The acid
Pretty accurate.
reflux.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, until the acid reflux wasn't that great, but that was,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I think he knew he had that in the can.
Right,
So he didn't have to
Did
really
you
work.
have a
He didn't have
Vine?
to work on the front.
Was that what you would do? You had a Vine. You were trying to like tap the millennial markets. You were just following people.
Oh,
on
we should
Vine?
watch Bobby's vines.
Yeah, I tell you what.
Do you have Snapchat?
First of all, Timmy,
Yeah.
back off.
What am I saying?
There's more important things to attack than Bob. Fucking, I've helped you and Fatso. All you fuckers.
Oh, he's on the
Very
offensive. That
grateful.
means
I'm
they're
very
bad. That
grateful.
means they're
No,
bad.
no, they're right. Here's the deal.
Just curious about your vines.
Hang on.
That's all.
Fuck you, you passive aggressive fucking twink. Listen to me. I
Twink.
know you're not a twink. I get it. That was the funny part.
Yeah.
Listen.
Oh, okay.
Listen to me. Any new technology, any new anything, I'm always on it. I check it out because I need to. I'm a geek. I'm a fucking nerd. When Vine came out, I loved it because everybody look it. You can go back in history. Twitter, I was the first one on it. I remember going into Opie and Anthony.
I have no way to verify if
I
this
tell
is
you,
true.
listen.
He invented Twitter.
Yeah.
Listen, okay, it's true too, in a way. We'll get into that because I'll start monologuing.
hilarious.
People will get mad. Listen, here's the deal. When you go back onto Opie and Anthony, go back to ONA, and I go in, I go, Twitter, you got to do it, and they're like, dude, why would you fucking? Who gives a? This is stupid. Who would want to fucking? It's 140. Literally, tell me to go fuck myself, and then. 2 months later, these fucking jack off are in a Twitter war who can get the more Twitter followers. And now it's a fucking whole industry, for God's sakes.
Right.
So I'm always into that. When Vine came out, I'm not a Viner. I did some funny Vines here and there. I'm more like a blogger video guy. I don't really do that shit. But I thought it was fascinating these fucking people had 6-second videos and
built
made
careers.
But not that.
Yeah.
They found a way to be creative with it.
Yeah.
And make me laugh with
Yeah.
6 seconds. So it's like just this. I mean, that's crazy.
Right.
That these fucking people tapped into their creativity that are fucking literally would have been nobodies.
Right.
Would have been struggling actors or fucking dog walk, whatever the fuck. A stand-up comic. All of a sudden, there's 6 million people dying every day to see. Now, granted, you have to do comedy shows at 12 in the afternoon and never say, you have to use the word poo-poo and caca out of it.
Average fan is 11, but still, it is still talking to your fans is literally a crime.
You're
Legitimately.
You're not signing tits, you're signing lunchboxes. Right.
Who cares?
Snapchat is scary because sometimes I get nudes, and I'm assuming some of those nudes are underage. So in that moment, I'm holding child porn in my hands. Should I have not said that? But
Can you mark
it's
that,
fucking
please? I don't have time to go to court for you. Well, he said I don't.
But Bobby, what's next? What's the next thing? Because Vine's being shut down.
Well, Twitter's next is being shut down. It's gone. Twitter's dead.
Twitter's
man.
dying.
Yeah,
Man.
Twitter's dying. Facebook is
But it's the most toxic one. Even though
Facebook?
Facebook is the most toxic.
You're out of your mind.
Go away from it for a week.
Lower your voice.
Go away. Take a week without fucking finding out what your aunt has to say about ISIS, and you will feel so much happier.
I'll
I'm
tell you why
telling
it's not. I'll tell you why it's not the most toxic.
Okay.
Toxic because the Twitter is so anonymous.
Yeah, Twitter's bad.
Now here's why Facebook's okay. You can say what you want, but I'm gonna go look at your family. I can go look at your life. I can go fucking CSI. What a piece of garbage you are.
Sure. What a great what a great way to spend the day.
But listen, right? Apparently you haven't done it because it does feel fucking amazing. Okay, I'm serious. You have to be accountable. Everything is on the line with Facebook.
True.
Twitter, you're an egg or a fucking, slimy 277. Your mother's a cunt, fuck black people, and nobody knows where you are. Nobody knows where you exist.
I agree with you.
And Facebook is saying, fuck you. Have it, say it, but be accountable for
I
it.
agree. Listen, I've done a lot, Mike.
Right, Mike?
Yeah.
I hate Twitter people because they're fucking how many battles I have with assholes on there. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love fighting with them after a while too, though. I mean, they're
Do you hate it or you love it?
Yeah,
Mike? Which side are you on? Listen.
I actually love fighting with assholes on there that get stupid with us.
Right. Which eye do I look at?
Oh,
I'm kidding.
that's okay. I had Bell's palsy actually.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Michael, listen. I'm not even.
Oh, I'm serious.
I know. I woke up one day. You know who else had that? You know Jen Ramiro?
Yes.
The comic?
Yeah.
Okay, she had it. So here's the deal. She told me she had it. Well, she's a beautiful girl.
Right.
She woke up one day with Bell's palsy. The fucking right side of her face just shut down.
Oh man.
I went to sleep one night.
That can go away though.
It does go away.
Yeah.
But
Greta Van Susteren.
Greta had it.
could you imagine waking up? Okay, listen, Tim.
Yeah.
You have a great night, Saturday night. You're at the stand.
Yeah.
Everybody's kissing your fucking cunt because you're the new guy that everybody loves, which will fade away at some point. You'll be struggling like Stavros at some point. And Rydoon now.
Stavros do better than me.
He's not doing
That's
it.
Stavros is on tours.
I'm on one tour.
He's on a tour.
Yeah, Tom
An older
tours.
comedian
Good
takes
tours.
him on a tour.
Yeah, because he's a nice kid.
I'm a nice kid.
You're aggressively
Stop
rough.
talking about the
I am a
Illuminati.
little aggressive.
Listen, here's the deal.
I'm not a feature.
Imagine, listen, what are you? You're a headliner.
I'm not a feature. I'm not a headliner yet,
Not
but
a
I'm
feature.
not a feature.
Here's the deal. Listen, imagine waking his vine habits are still in it.
Let's give Rydun 6 seconds. Everyone quiet.
Go. 1, 2, 3, go.
I'm not a feature. I'm a headliner.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
He's good, right?
bad.
He does a great fucking.
He's gonna have to do that on
Jay-Z,
the
though,
corner
too.
now. There's no fine. He's gonna have to do that in like Whole Foods. But
No, I'm all right. It'll be okay.
We're gonna get to this. Listen,
Okay.
I know you're dying to fucking tell us how you're fearing for your life. What's next, Bob? Tell me, please. It's an 8-second video, right?
Oh, great.
Dude, you wake up one day, you wake up, your whole right side of your face is
crazy.
What would you do?
I'd probably go to the doctor.
No shit. After he tells my story is after you go to bed. I cut that part out.
Yeah.
All right, it's a 22-page half-hour pilot.
Can you still
I
talk?
cut that part out.
Can you
All
still
right?
talk?
Yeah, you can talk,
You
but
sound dumb.
it's like this.
It's
Yeah.
no good. So you got to. How long does it stay like that?
Could
2
be,
months.
it looks like he had a stroke. Your whole face is like
Yeah.
it's horrible.
I went to
So
sleep.
I write. That's what I do. I write the great American novel.
I hope
what I fucking do.
Deepu gets Bell palsy.
Yeah, but
I'm on fire.
I had to go for electoral things.
God, will you hang on 1 second? Stay. You better do this. Don't get lazy.
What are
Okay.
you talking about?
I'm just giving you a little.
I'm
Hey,
buzzing
it's called Bob Kelly's Random Pep Talks.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
You
on
might
you,
have. You
baby.
did
He
nothing.
motivates using
Bobby,
fear.
You did nothing wrong. I'm just saying, keep your shit together.
Gotcha.
That way, now you're on point.
Gotcha.
Here's the deal. I woke up one day. I fell asleep one night. I fell asleep. I must have on the wrong side, or I did something with my hand. I woke up. The right side of my face was fucking frozen. I'm like, oh my God, I got Bell palsy. I was flipping the fuck out. I literally, the right side of my face was, I couldn't feel it. It was dead. It was fucking dead. I panicked. I ran to the bathroom. It was just my face was asleep. I fell asleep like with my, I guess I didn't know your face could fall asleep.
It's scary shit, man. It sucked. I had it
Yeah.
in '99.
How'd you get
Which
rid of it?
side
How
was
long?
it?
I had it for
What,
a
are you
couple
kidding me?
months. Just right? I had to tape it up at night and put eye drops in. It's horrible. Like
The
a
one with
pirate.
the baby eye.
Does this just happen out of nowhere? Is there a way to prevent it?
I don't know how it
Yeah.
happened.
Seriously, don't eat clams.
Is that true?
No.
I love clams. I
know
love baked
that.
clams.
I knew you were because
Yeah.
I heard you talking about clams. What's up, Mike?
No, it's just I don't know how it happens. It could be stress. It could be anything. A draft. I don't know what the hell it is.
A
what?
draft?
A draft.
Just a window
Yeah.
open?
I don't know, Rob, but the thing
Could be
is,
anything.
A giraffe. It could also be a giraffe.
the eye was
That's
like
you.
a pirate. I had to wear sunglasses. I couldn't go. It was horrible.
Wait a minute. There's a Bell's palsy draft?
The first round pick in the Bell's
A
palsy
draft. Like you get it from a draft in a house. I don't know.
What the fuck are you talking
My,
about,
my,
Michael?
my doctor said it was from a draft in a house.
Who's your
Was this a
doctor?
doctor or just a butcher? Are you
My
sure?
doctor-
Was it just a guy in a white
my,
coat?
my doctor's like this Italian guy that's obsessed
Hey,
with Pat Cooper.
Hang on 1 second.
My-
Stop holding the microphone, all right? It's on a
I'm
stand.
sorry.
He's acting like he's doing a fucking set. Listen, is that a fucking...
It's been a while, Bob.
listen,
I'm off this weekend. I need to practice.
listen to me. I know, you're done. He's supposed to be on this weekend, but the guy doesn't want him back.
What happened?
I'm doing a gig up in Saratoga Springs. Are you fucking falling asleep?
No. I blinked my eyes.
He's
Blinked
got
my
he's
eyes.
got
But
Bell's
dude,
I had
palsy.
something in my eye, and I went like this to get it out.
The guy's where he's gonna be. Has
This is
Bell's
this is
palsy.
a blink. Ready? That's a blink. You went.
No, I went like this.
Listen, that's either a
I
seizure-
have Bell's palsy. No, I have something in my eye, and I went like this to try to get it out.
I got you on fucking camera, kid. It's
Yeah,
not me.
and if
This is a blink. Bobby, I love you. Listen, blink. Fucking Tim Dillon, I'm dying.
I was trying to get something out of my eye. I have something in my eye.
All right,
And I went
well,
like this to try to get it out of my eye.
That's not a blink. That's not,
Okay, I apologize. Trying to get like a floater out of my
all
eye.
right, that's not a blink.
I had a rough day. I had a sprinkle crushed in my headphone jack in my iPhone that they had to take out in the Apple store, and it was pink dust, and it was so embarrassing. And they go, "What is that?" And I go, "It's a sprinkle." And they just looked at me, and I had to walk out.
That's
So please give
that's
me a
beautiful.
break.
That's the fattest, most
Listen to me.
whimsical problem you could possibly have.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
A gingerbread house got stuck in my shoe.
Listen, I can't charge my iPhone. Yeah, there's an M&M stuck in it. So, anyways, I want to get to a couple of things real quick. First of all, I want to talk about this Vine thing because it is a weird. These people got so successful so fast, and they were. I mean, money was rolling in.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
I didn't make a ton. I'll still be able to make some, but they're like the top Viners who are all like swaggy and
What does that mean?
like
Black? I think that
they
just
all,
means
like-
black person.
no, they're all like really cool looking and stuff.
There's like 10 of them
Again,
who are like
black.
multi-million, like
Yeah,
Cameron
yeah.
Dallas,
King
Oh, yeah.
Karan,
Nash
right? What's that
Greer.
guy's name?
Hang on.
There's like the teen
King
heartthrobs.
Bach.
What? I can't hear.
Can I fucking talk?
Oh shit!
I'm
like
the
it.
fucking Vine star here. bro.
Right, it's true.
Were, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Past tense, but yeah, go ahead.
I'm staying on this side of the room.
The cuntiest thing you've ever said. Were. But go ahead.
No, it's true, man. It's true. I still can kind of get laid from it though, so
That's
that's
nice.
Oh, you'd get laid. You'd
that was
get laid
unlikable
anyways.
of me. Oh, thanks, man. Wait, where were we? Oh yeah, so there's like the teen heartthrobs who like got followers just because they're like sexy teenage boys.
Uh-huh.
And then there's like the funny dudes like Logan Paul. He's a funny dude.
Yeah.
He worked hard. He's got big muscles and shit. So the thing is, I didn't like try to like network and become friends with the top dudes because
Yeah.
I just didn't want to. I just wanted to like make natural friends
Right.
and shit like that. And I was doing stand up every night.
Hang
So
on
it's-
one second. What the fuck are you doing?
You don't want to network. It's the pure art form of Vine.
Yeah.
You don't want to. You don't want to.
I'm a purist.
Yeah, you want to dilute your
wanna
7-second vines where you say something racist to a black
Yeah.
person on the street.
Yeah. Why
Stop
network the? Yeah.
Stop,
What?
Stop holding on to the mic.
I'm sorry.
It fucking works, all right? Stop being a comic from Baltimore, if you know what I mean.
I apologize.
Okay? The mic's working. Yes, good. Is your headphones work better?
Yeah,
now?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, there
I
you
can't
go.
really hear
See?
myself. Is my mic turned up?
Yeah, your mic's
you're
up.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't, where are you? Yeah, here you go. How's that? Is that better?
Check, check. 1, 2, 1,
How's
2.
that
Check,
better?
check. Oh yeah, that's good.
Is that better?
That's good.
Okay,
My
listen to
nasally
me.
voice. Yo, check. Yo, it's your boy. I'm kind of losing my Jay-Z impression. That's better.
Listen, here's the deal. So this thing is, I mean, imagine having, how many fans did you have?
Well, I mean, I still have some.
Well, how much did you have?
I finished off with 3.8 million followers.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Right?
Dude, that's movie star shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's movie star shit. And I could say, hey, Doon, and nobody in my family would know who the fuck you are. No,
Okay.
I'm not saying that to insult you. I'm saying it to be what.
You know who's got more followers than that? Our president.
Yeah, is this really the national event we should be talking about?
but I'm
first
not-
after? It's like, we just
fall of Vine.
Trump just got elected. It's
Hey.
like, let's spend 40 minutes on
get there.
Vine.
We're gonna get to you.
Okay.
All right, shut your face. Hey, go on Cumtown and talk about your shit.
I
All right.
I did. It's a great episode. Everyone check it out. We did a recap of the election. Come
Yeah.
down, everybody.
Hey, you shut my mic off.
Here's the deal.
I didn't do anything.
Do it again. You don't get the fucking invite to the studio.
I think
okay?
it's I've never promoted my podcast on Gas Digital.
Listen, shut up,
Dylan
Mike.
going to hell.
Mike's about to
Yeah,
promote
but
something.
the thing about is 3 million fucking. You did something right, man. Am I right?
yeah.
You know what I mean? That I'm staying on this side of the table.
I don't have to. I'm good.
No,
Hey,
no.
My mic on? I think you turned my mic off. Did you?
No, you're good.
All right. I just can't hear myself again. Check, check, checkity check. All right, cool.
Listen, here's the deal. My point is this: is that you had 6 million people, but what these social media things invent are famous people who aren't famous. Like you're famous.
Well, it's niche.
You're making fucking. You have the ability to make thousands of dollars, if not millions, and you're famous. You could sell out shows. I mean, dude,
Yep.
you can't sell out a fucking show.
Sure.
You can't fucking go on the road and make a living just by you.
Bobby, I sold out a bus. I sold out a bus 3 times.
But my point is this kid was in Boston, open mic, all of a sudden is selling out these fucking shows with other Viners and making thousands of dollars, living in L.A., bumping dicks with the high and heavy corporate L.A. Hollywood people
Yeah, yeah.
because you had 6-second videos.
Yep.
That's pretty. Technology is that fucking nuts. But with that, my point is, and you should have hit the fucking monologue music. It takes it away just as fast. I mean, Vine is just gone.
Right.
I mean, it's
It'll
gone.
be gone. It'll be gone in a few months. There'll still be the Vine website where I can still show like the industry, like, look, millions of people like me, but I just won't be able to post there. But
have you gone to like another? Have you moved them to YouTube? Because I know a lot of dudes will move them to YouTube or move them to.
Kind of. See what happens. So the way I was making money for the past 2 years, even, it was never just Vine. It was always like 1 Vine, 5 snaps, 2 Instagrams, 5 tweets, yada 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 for this amount of money. So now just Vine won't be a part of it. I will hopefully keep making money because that's important to me, like paying bills and shit.
Are you gonna stay in LA?
I would love to be here. I get more love in New York at the comedy scene here than I do in LA or Boston even, and I've never even lived here.
So you want to move back here and do stand up? Is that your thing? Are you gonna keep doing Vines? Because let me tell you
Not
something.
Vine.
Huh? Whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
With your videos, because your videos and comedy, the stand-up comedy world. What you're shaking your head? What are you shaking your head for?
No, I'm just saying. I think if he's got that kind of following, fuck coming here and doing stand up. Parlay that following into, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, don't fucking go backwards and fucking be with me and Stavros in a fucking bar show.
You're right. Get CAA to fucking sell you out in
Astoria.
theaters.
What'd you say, Mike? I didn't hear it.
Get CAA to sell you out in
Mike,
theaters.
I
He's
still,
right.
Yeah.
I get this. I still didn't get it.
Bobby, I can tell you what he said.
What did he say?
Get CAA to sell you out in theaters.
That's
Well,
right.
it's true.
Does he mean CAA or Shay? Somebody
CAA,
named
man.
Shay he met. He's like, get Shay. I know Shay.
I know Mike Shea. He's got
Call
a theater
him
out
in
there.
and just fucking milk
Yeah.
the life out of those douchebags.
Do you understand if I had how many followers? 3 million, 6 million?
Like 4 million.
4 million followers on anything. I would. You know how many fucking. You know what I could do with that?
Yeah.
Be crazy. I got under
Yeah.
100,000 on Twitter.
It's just weird because you've been on it for 25 years. That's strange. You would think if you even just got 100 a year, you would.
But take away 30% of those. 30% of those are garbage.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
fake.
I'll take away more than that.
Yeah.
More of it is garbage. Then take another fucking 20,000, and they don't even fucking read them anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it? 20? Maybe I have 20,000 people that are fucking.
Artie, can I ask him a question about Vine? Because
You have a mic in front of you. You're a man, and this is a Trump America.
Thank
You
you.
ask away.
I appreciate it. Are those top dudes like those?
How dare you?
All right. I read an article about those dudes. They all lived in like a complex on Vine Street, as
Yeah.
crazy as it is.
Yeah.
And these guys were making like some of these guys were making like 100,000 a day or a week or something crazy. You know?
Something like that.
What now? Those guys have really are you, as a Viner who's doing really good? Do you like know these dudes or are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know all of them. I'm like friends with all of them.
Yeah.
I don't hang out with all those dudes.
Right.
Like when I see them, it's like, "What's up, guy?"
Right.
But I don't really hang out with them. We have different styles of comedy. They're like more for.
Well, they're not stand
kids.
like Cameron Dallas is not going to be a stand up.
No.
You know,
he doesn't even. He
but
never
he-
even really did comedy. He just
Right, but he's just like he's a really good looking dude who's
Yeah.
got he's got like crazy followers, and they put out a movie on Netflix which was
Yeah.
horrific. It's a movie called Expelled. It's like the worst thing in the world.
that made a shitload of money.
It made a shitload of money because all these girls going by, and I watched a little bit of it, and I'm
Kids.
like, this is bad. The
Kids.
kid's like one of the best looking, and that's all they had to do. He just takes his shirt off, he jumps on a
You know,
bed,
I'll
and he's
tell you-
got 10 million followers.
You know who I think is really talented? And
Thank you. I appreciate it. I think that that's and I agree.
Not
but,
you.
oh, sorry.
I do think you're talented. You know that. I think Rudy
yeah, Mancuso.
Mancuso.
He knows the Vine.
Listen, buddy.
Crazy.
I'm telling you, buddy. I know it all.
I love it.
Rudy Mancuso.
Yeah, Mancuso.
That kid, Mabudo. What's his name?
Menudo.
Mike. What is his name?
I don't know. I don't go on Vine. I really don't know.
You got to start going on Vine. It's the new thing, Mike.
It just went down the toilet.
Yeah.
He's very talented kid, man.
Yep.
And his vines are very, and even his videos now, very, very funny. But he's also a great musician, sings and stuff like that. He'll wind up doing stuff. But will he? Maybe he won't.
Right.
I mean, are you nervous, dude? Honestly? I'm asking you honestly. Are you fucking nervous now that Vine's gone, and that you have to? Are you like what? I'm gonna have to go do stand up like the rest of everybody. Is it you aware that your fan base is gonna get older and forget about you and move on? What are you nervous?
Well, now he is.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. I want to know where your head's at.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous. See, I had my freak out about Vine like 5 months ago when engagement was so down. I like freaked out. I was like, oh my God, I'm fucking done. I even had moments like, should I quit? Should I quit comedy and just
Right.
like go back to Boston and
Yeah.
be a nurse? I was about to be a nurse, male nurse.
Really? Now Tim's back in.
Like, this is fascinating. Take us through the process.
I've actually envisioned you a nurse already. So.
Oh no.
Oh, Jesus. Thank you for being attracted to me.
Sure, no problem.
No, that's not him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stavros is also. Stavros is like, why not?
Yes, no. He'd only suck your dick if you have gigs.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, put me on that CAA tour with Mike.
I run a show in LA.
All right.
If any of you guys want to come to LA, I'll put you up. But anyways, stand-up comedy was always my long-term plan, even before Vine came out.
Yeah, I know.
And now, like, I'm still gonna do videos on Instagram and shit.
Yeah.
YouTube just hit me up saying they want to help me out with my channel. But there's like the tough thing is like balancing, because I'm doing like open mics every night in LA and shows.
Right.
That's at night. During the day, I'm trying to fucking do videos, which I'm
Right.
fucking burnt out with.
Yeah.
I kind of hate social media at right now. I love it and I
Because
hate
you're a
it.
sensitive guy, bro. You are. No, I'm serious. Because even when you come on the show, I've noticed you're a sensitive guy. You know,
Yeah.
Vine was a great place for you because that fan base is a very gentle, nice, supporting fan base.
Yeah.
But when you jump into this realm, especially with these fucking savages, not you, Mike, not
Sorry.
you, Mike. Look at me. Are you looking?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Hold on.
nice.
I mean, it's you know, you are a sensitive guy. So now when you're gonna go into this comedy world, especially coming to New York. I mean, it's no fucking joke here. Are you ready? Are you ready for that? Or
Yeah, man, I'm funny. I'm good on stage. I
Good.
get up at the stand, the
good.
standing room. I'll be at the Creek later, which I heard is a nightmare show on weekdays.
yeah, fuck it.
But whatever. No, no.
Spot.
I am a sensitive dude, but I use that to for my art. I hate when people say my art. But anyways, I am a sensitive dude, but
Yeah.
it works out.
Because your comedies, you never did anything blue. You've never done anything really fucked up on your videos, really.
Yeah, I mean, at
You
first
do characters.
I love doing characters.
Right.
Here's the thing: when Vine first came out, I was doing some weird stuff.
Yeah.
I was swearing and stuff. Then I started making money. Then I was like, oh shit! All right. Then I quit my job. Then I was like, if I want to keep making money, I got to go clean.
Yeah. I really. That's why I wish the industry would call on Luis Gomez, just to see that coward, fucking real ass dude just clean it up, just as fast as fucking Doon did. Just clean up. Start wearing whites. You know what I mean?
Of the industry, call on him to do what? Like what? Like to host the Oscars? Louis, could you clean it up? We have like, what do you think? You
I don't
know,
know, maybe a TV show. You can go a TV show.
I think if he does a TV show, he's a smart guy and he'll write,
Is he?
how he needs to.
What?
Wait, Lewis is smart.
Hey, Lewis
He'll
is smart.
write?
Lewis is a hustler. Lewis is not. Lewis is a smart guy. Come on.
You said smart, and then you went hustler, and now you're gonna go. He's a great
Good guy.
He's a good dad.
No, he's a smart.
That's it.
No, he's a smart dude, 100%. I mean, he's a smart guy.
Are you telling us or you?
I'm telling you.
I think he's telling you.
It was a good idea. It was a good idea to be on
I'm
Gas
a
Digital.
smart person. When I speak to him, he can hold a conversation. He knows things. I mean, what you know? I mean, what do you?
I like Lewis.
Yeah, yeah. you
Lewis
said-
is nice to me, and I appreciate
Look
it.
at Lewis. Of course, I love Lewis. Lewis is a smart guy. I'm just fucking with you. Relax.
Listen.
I'm sorry. I know your fucking mogul probably gave you a pep talk.
Hey, don't ever badmouth the brand.
Don't ever. Hey, we're branding it. You gotta go on there. Podcast Digital, whenever you can. Hey, you say your podcast, but you make sure you get Gas Digital. Yeah. And stop talking about. Stop talking about Ralph on the couch.
Is that my cat? I have a cat named Ralph. Should I take that?
Yeah, I guess.
That wasn't even a joke, though. I have a cat named Ralph.
Well, you know,
Bomb
you,
Piano.
you threw it in.
I have a cat named Ralph too. He's the CEO of my podcast network.
Yeah, he's always on the couch licking his own bowl. Well, dude, I wish you a lot of luck with what's about to happen. It's a scary thing. It's like it's almost the equivalent of having like a show
Yeah.
and having the show get canceled, and then now you got to figure out what the fuck you got to
Well,
do.
social media is such a weird fucking thing because there are some people that can really monetize it and make a good living doing it, and then those people, figure out a way to like somehow not, like he said, not rely on that one network. He's doing Instagram, he's doing Divine, he's doing Twitter and YouTube.
But he also said he's fucking burnt out from these videos.
Well, because here's the thing, social media is like a black box. Like, I get a lot of attention with Facebook statuses from other comics, and you get 1,000 likes and 100 shares. But you know what? It's a black box. It doesn't. Because there's after a while, it does fuck you up. When you wake up and the first thing you do is go to your phone and you don't notice it's a beautiful day and you have a nice cup of coffee. Like, the first thing you do is check mentions and likes. I mean, it fucks you up.
What do you mean?
You put the monologue music on. I will keep going. You think I know the tricks?
I gotta fucking
I
tell
know
him
the tricks?
how to fucking produce.
I know the tricks.
Are you here? Are you even listening?
If you like that monologue.
This cocksucker was going on and on and
I was making great
Yeah,
points.
I was about to throw my
Great
mic.
points.
If you wake up and don't notice the beautiful, it was raining today, you cunt. I
It's true,
noticed.
though. It's
a horrible
bad.
day.
Social media is bad. It's toxic.
It is. I have OCD, so it's worse for me.
Yeah.
That's what you have? I think you got misdiagnosed. Mike A, I love you, Bubba.
Thank you.
I thought it was
just
like-
looking at it's horrible getting
Yeah.
up and the first thing you do is run for the phone and the goddamn.
That's,
No, I'm serious.
that's what I do,
That's
man.
like the old media. You wake up, you go to the copy machine, you run to the phone, you go to the telegraph, you go to the mailbox. You don't know what's going
I'll
on.
tell you one thing. I wouldn't mind going back to those days for a little bit. All this shit we got now is fucking horrible.
I wouldn't. I love today. I love having a I love it all. I love every fucking second of it. Bring it more. I want more. I want no wires. I want it all.
Well, living a life where if you stop posting, you'll be forgotten forever.
Well, I'm
Then
not-
tell me if you love it, Bobby.
Hey, here's the thing, though. It's going to force you. Here's what's going to happen. And this why I love this business. It filters out shit.
Yeah.
So now it's your turn to fucking step up or get the fuck out.
Right.
It like comedy does the same thing. I don't care how fast you rise, how much money you make. If you're garbage, you will be shit the fuck out the other end. You won't be here 20 fucking years from now. You'll be fucking somewhere at a fucking a ranch up in fucking Syracuse, New York, fucking raising your kids.
That sounds great.
So, yeah.
And you know what?
How nice is it? How many bathrooms?
Yeah, you'll be in a
One and a
ranch in
half- one and a
Syracuse.
half?
Me
Wow,
and Stavros are like, what? Sounds amazing.
Will your room have walls? That sounds pretty tight.
I think I can't believe mid fucking rant he went in there.
Yeah.
Listen,
It's hard to tell when something's a monologue or just you rambling for
just
half a
make a
minute.
decision.
Commit.
All right. Well, listen,
All right, here's a
Rye,
decision. Let's.
it is a good thing.
Think so?
It is, of course, it is because this is the one thing you can be sure of. Everything comes to an end,
Right.
and you knew it wasn't lasting forever. This comedy shit isn't lasting forever. Okay, all this fucking 9 clubs and sold out. It's all going away. It cycles.
Right.
Yeah, man. I mean, look,
So-
rock and roll and fucking. Dude, I used fucking Bon Jovi was the biggest band in the fucking world. I mean, in the world.
And now they're just millionaires.
Yeah, but they listen, man. Bon Jovi's fucking doing commercials.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Still
But
hot.
are you about to ask me to leave the podcast? It was like, you're like, you know what, Rye? You did well, but
Yeah.
goodbye.
Well, the point is, listen, you're not holding. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm just. I think that this will be good for you. That's all. You'll find out. You're going to be forced to either push stand up further,
Right.
move to New York, whatever the fuck's going to happen. Write a script. A lot of people are just going to fade away, get a fucking job, and meet a chick or a guy and move the fuck on.
I'm pitching TV shows. Oh, I came
Yeah.
fucking close. Came so close recently.
Yeah.
As everyone comes so close and just goes away. I feel like
Well,
nothing ever
what
happens.
was the show?
Stavros is like, what?
Is there a fat guy involved? Is there like a fat guy with glasses?
Could be.
Who's like zany?
He's
you
always
know what
looking
I
out for
mean?
himself, Bob.
Could be.
No, I was talking about Bobby.
You're
I was
trying to get Bobby
talking about
again.
Bobby. I was talking about Bobby. I wasn't talking
You're
about
telling
me.
me?
I was talking about
You're
Bobby.
telling me? Listen, I think it's good for you. So
Appreciate
congratulations
Yeah.
that. Thanks, dude.
on that part of your career fucking ending.
A lot of people in the chat are wondering. They saw you on Brian Redban's Periscope recently.
Yeah.
On the election night. What happened there?
Wait, what do you mean?
They're wondering. You were complaining about. Because we can change topics here. We can go to Trump talk.
Yeah,
Come on.
we are going to Trump
It's kinda-
talk. So
yeah.
nice segue, Jeff.
I think I was saying like I'm embarrassed to be a white person or something like that. I
Why?
was drunk.
Oh.
I kind of was regretting saying that at the time. Redban and I were.
This
were
is a
both
white
drunk.
power show, Ryan. So perhaps you can.
I was
Have you not listened to the Stormfront podcast? Bob.
So, what do they want to know? What I was talking
they're,
about?
They're asking why you're whining about Trump. They sound like.
Oh, because I was fucking disappointed that we have elected
election.
like an outright
People are
racist.
emotional.
Yeah.
And like I was just at the Comedy Store, people were crying at the Comedy Store.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
come on, that's fucking
it's a little.
insane, man. It's like, stop with this fucking shit already.
What?
Stop with this crying, negative fucking. You're not going to get a trophy, fucking idiots.
How do you, what do you mean? Tell me. I want to hear.
I
want to hear you, Mike.
Okay, it's like.
What do you feel
You know,
about this?
I fucking am so pissed off. It's fucking annoying the shit out of me because, you know why? No. Nobody, we didn't get timeouts when you were a kid. We got a fucking beating if you were a dick. to
Right.
people.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, right? Nobody's
Yeah.
like, every time, no, fuck you.
Yeah.
Timeout my ass.
Right.
Tired of this
You
nonsense.
got a
No, that's a
fucking
good point.
nice beating.
No, it's like if you.
Here's what happened. You have kids right now. They came up under Obama the last 8 years. They don't know how to debate. They don't know how to argue.
Yeah.
If there's somebody feels a different way than they do, they go, it's hate speech, it's racism,
Oh, yeah.
and they don't have to like get in the ring and fight. You know, when Hillary Clinton goes, when you go low, we go high. When has that ever fucking worked?
And
That's
they
never
never worked. It's
Stavros
never
will agree
fucking
with me.
worked.
That has
Yeah,
never
yeah.
fucking
It's
worked. When
never
they go
worked.
low, you go lower.
How about this? They didn't even do that though. They went low.
Right.
didn't
No,
go
I
low.
agree. I
They
agree
went
they went
low.
low. I agree
Absolutely.
they
They
went
didn't run
low.
a campaign. In what sense did they go low? They
As
just
soon
didn't
as
run a
they,
good campaign.
as soon as they lost, they started fucking rioting. They started
Yeah.
spitting in people's faces.
Yeah.
They started lighting shit on fire. That's as low as you can go.
That's protest is not low.
That's low.
It's not low.
Low.
Well,
It's
there's a
low.
difference
That's
between
a public
There's a
protesting.
difference between protesting and,
And-
spitting in somebody's
destroying
face.
property.
And destroying property and fucking stopping people from getting
And what
to
are they
work.
protesting? Democracy? He hasn't
No,
done
I
anything
agree.
yet.
Yeah.
He hasn't
What-
done
what-
anything.
what
I
happened?
agree, I agree with that.
I know.
But
What
it's
is
just-
it? No,
it's
what
just-
is it? No, you agree with Tim when he talks. You don't
No,
agree with me.
I
And That's
agree-
the problem. When he fucking backs me up, all of a sudden you agree.
No, no, no.
That's
I
a
agree.
fact.
I agree.
They're fucking
Bobby.
punching down. That's
Who's
it.
punching down?
All these fucks that are out there crying about
What
it.
does punching down mean?
What does punching down mean? I just said it. I'm not repeating myself.
Bobby hit him.
Punch.
Punch him,
Yeah,
Bobby. Show him
punching
what it
down
means.
would be you hitting me. Yeah, that would count. as punching down.
That's
Listen,
exactly
there's
what it
people
is.
that have
Is
legitimate
these-
fears
and-
about Trump, 100%.
Yeah.
There's people that have a right to be angry. They
Yes.
have a right to be afraid. But here's the deal. Here's the reality of the situation. Organize, participate in the political process, take over the Democratic Party,
Absolutely.
kick out the fucking plutocrat,
Yes.
fucking people that don't listen to anybody. You should have ran Bernie Sanders. You didn't.
Bam.
100%.
And they
Boom.
fucked him. They fucked him.
They fucked him. They threw him
Hillary
out.
fucked him.
Hillary
Yeah, she ran
fucked
a
him.
terrible
Hillary
campaign.
fucked him.
Yeah.
Not fucking Trump. His own party fucked him.
100%.
I would have voted. No, you didn't say that before.
Well, I had
We've
to
had
fucking
that
support
argument.
Hillary. I
No,
mean,
you
that's,
don't.
Yes, you do.
You don't.
Because it was her or Trump.
You don't.
So I had to do it,
You
dude.
do not.
Absolutely.
If you didn't, if all you fucks,
What was I going to do? Bernie wasn't running.
You should have fucking protested when they fucked Bernie.
Can you talk about what
You
kind of
should've-
nurse he's
you
going to
should've-
be?
He's
Because
got- he's
I
candy
just,
striper.
I just want
He's gonna start as
I'm
a
just
candy
curious.
striper.
I don't know. Is it in a third world hospital where no one has clothes? My point
No.
is,
Just
He
a
is gonna-
stethoscope.
It's going to be very
listen,
light
it's a weird
clothes.
election, but here's the deal. This is what I mean about fucking social media. It's like, when I found out the results, I was on public access TV next to a guy who was dressed like a banana who was crying. I said to the banana, things are going to be okay. And then two girls turn around to me and go, you white man, you shut your mouth. You don't know it's going to be okay. So then I said, all right, you're all going to die. And then they got mad at that too. There's
Listen,
nothing to
th-
say.
You can't. Okay, here's the deal too. It's almost ridiculous as an adult to fucking flip out about this because we knew it could go one way or the other. And if it went Trump's way and they started rioting and doing all the shit that they're doing, I'd be just as fucking pissed at that.
I think a lot of people legitimately didn't believe that it could go this way because they live
Of
in New
course
York
they
and
didn't.
L.A.
Well,
and
no, it
Portland.
wasn't just that. All the polls had it this way too. I
Well,
mean,
the
it
media,
was-
but again, the media went
Trump
out there.
didn't think he was going to win.
No,
he didn't. No
Trump
one
didn't
thought
think
he
of
was
it,
going to
but
win.
the media was getting it wrong. You know, people were not admitting who they were voting for. People,
Sure,
the
that's
media was
true.
the media was
Yeah,
oversampling
why?
Democrat. Well, the media was oversampling.
Well, why were they not admitting it?
Because the media is
I'm
telling you
asking him.
you're a racist, homophobe, that you hate immigrants because
And you're not.
because your job
And
moved
you're not.
overseas 20
Right.
years ago, and the Democratic Party's told you to go fuck yourself.
But let me ask you a question. Do you think it's right to just fucking just say to somebody that because you vote for this guy, you're automatically a misogynist?
no, it's why they lost. It's why they lost. It's why they lost. If they
Well, they
double
lost.
down, they'll get him reelected.
They
Happier
lost
than that,
because
Dal, am I right or wrong? It's like they were like, oh, peace, love, and all this shit. Now that fucking maniac's all on the street. You know what I mean?
Exactly, Mike. What are you going to say?
I
want to
see Stavros at a protest. I want to see Stavros throw some M80s.
No,
He didn't even vote.
Of course, I
Stavros
voted.
are like
Of course I
who'd
voted.
you vote for? They're like,
I voted for Hillary.
they turn into hip.
Where'd you vote?
Sorry.
I voted in Queens.
I took a
Astoria.
nap.
No, you
I-
didn't. You're not registered to vote.
Yes, I
Chris.
am, 100%.
Can you look it up and see if Stavros voted, please? Seriously, it's on the
see that
internet.
now.
I
You
voted.
can find
you
out.
can, yeah. I voted for Hillary. Working Families Party.
I took a nap.
Uh,
Working fit. This is a man who doesn't
yeah.
work and he doesn't have a family. And he's in the working.
I'm worried about
family.
them though. No, they do. You are right though. The thing is, they lost because there was no economic message. Because the problem was, Trump said that. All right, well.
And like 55% of the country didn't vote at all. Like minorities
Right,
didn't
exactly.
vote.
That's a big
You know,
problem. There was
more,
no outreach.
You know how many Spanish vote for fucking Trump?
30% Latinos. 30%.
More than Rubio.
And more black people voted for Trump than
Yeah,
because
because
the Democrats have taken these. It's not weird. They've taken these constituencies for granted for years. They've paid a lot of lip service and
Well, not
they've
for
done
years.
nothing. Yeah, I mean, listen, the Democratic Party
What do
has
you mean not for
assumed.
years? Not for
Hillary
years is a
just,
year.
Hillary
Yeah.
just
Fucking
didn't run a
5
good
years is
campaign.
years.
Hillary just didn't run a good campaign. Her campaign took them for
But
granted.
the
Are you
message,
nuts?
the pro
It was an
TPP,
amazing
the
campaign.
pro,
It was
the
awful.
pro Trans-Pacific Partnership, pro free trade, pro open
Right.
borders, that did not
Did you say right?
resonate.
Like you know what he's talking
Yes,
about?
I do know what he's talking about.
Stavros knows.
He does
it
not.
doesn't
I
resonate.
100%.
He has
do
no
know.
idea. Now, what is he
What-
talking about? Explain it. Stop.
Okay.
Explain it.
He's what Tim is talking about is
Yeah,
that
what is
Hillary
it?
Clinton.
No, what did he just say?
He's talking about
What is it?
opening global. You're not. This
What
is what
is
you
it?
do. You
Go
just
ahead.
yell. And
I
you
wanna
don't
hear
let anybody talk.
What is it?
What Tim is saying is that like because the Democrats didn't have a
No, what
message
did
about.
he just say?
I'm fucking doing it right now.
What did
I'm-
he say?
He talked about TPP and opening global.
What is TPP?
The Trans-Pacific Partnership. That's
What
not-
is
he's
that?
Asking me a
But
question.
what is that?
It's opening fucking borders and letting and having lower tariffs from other countries so that no one has to manufacture anything in fucking America.
It's unfettered free trade.
Thank you for making it better and using
It's
the word
unfettered
fettered.
free trade.
Yeah.
And the problem is that the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. Listen, Trump ran against his own party. He overthrew. It was a coup.
Yeah,
and listen, he did it in a disgusting way. He did say racist things. He said horrible things. I personally am a cynical guy. I don't think he's going to do any of that. I don't want to see anyone get
No,
deported.
he's not even fucking with
But,
Hillary.
but listen, it's not comfort. Listen, if I was a Mexican who didn't have my documents, I would not feel better because Trump was just being a cynical politician. I would be worried. And I get it. I get that people are worried. Here's what doesn't
So
help
wait a minute.
that.
Let me ask you one question.
Yeah,
Stop. Really
yeah.
stop. So if you're an immigrant without papers
Yeah.
in this country,
Yeah.
you should not. You should feel fine.
No. But here's the thing. Here's what I think.
Well, what do you mean? Why
well-
is it bad? That shouldn't they be worried?
Well, here's the thing. I think
Isn't
that it's
that- I
it's counterproductive. Here's the deal. My immigration ideas, and I think the reality is this: you're not deporting 30 million illegal people. What you can do is
But
get
you
a secured.
You could kill them or jail
You
them.
could get a support. You,
I mean,
you could get a secured border, and you can enforce laws, and you can do what
Yes.
Obama did, which is deport illegal immigrant criminals, which is what Trump has said he was going to do, which is the same
And-
thing Obama. The problem with the left is for 8 years, Obama had drone strikes, he had warrantless wiretaps, he had a kill list, he did all these things. The powers of the presidency, which George W. Bush expanded under Obama. And the left said nothing. They sat there for 8 years and silently co-signed everything Obama did because they didn't give a shit. It wasn't a drone on their fucking wedding. And now that Trump has all these powers, they're upset. Well, you know what? Have values. Like when Stavros said, I had to support Hillary. You know, that's the whole Democratic Party. They always have to do something.
I hate that.
Have fucking
I hate
values. Values mean
I hate
things.
it.
the fuck
I
are we
hate
gonna
it.
do, man?
I hate
Oh,
because
say.
you know what you can do is fucking not fucking pick that person. Vote for somebody
I
else in the
voted for
middle.
Bernie. I fucking donated
No,
his
you didn't.
campaign. I tried.
I don't believe that you have to support Hillary because that's religious shit. That's
No,
what
it
people
isn't.
say.
It's the
Jesus,
worst. It's the best
Jesus
of a-
is the God. No,
It's the
fucking
lesser of two evils.
Muhammad
But
is
the
God.
lesser of two evils never wins.
Never
That's
wins.
The
It's
bad,
bullshit.
That's never
It's
wins
bullshit.
anything.
What do you mean it's bullshit?
It's bullshit because exactly what he's saying. Have your own morals.
Believe.
If that person, if you don't agree with Hillary and you think she's a piece of shit, you think she's lie, you think
And
she's
the
a crook,
president doesn't
and
do
you think
that
what
much.
she's not going to do a good job, you don't have to vote
And
for
here's
her.
the other
Those were
thing.
the two
The
options.
president,
That's crazy.
The president. We have a very.
There was another
over-
option. Wasn't there
Yeah.
a third party?
No, they're
Here's
never
the
going to
deal.
fucking
Yeah,
But,
win. That's
but wait a minute.
ridiculous.
But you don't have to vote for Hillary. There was, if you're going to go
You
and
could have
They're
done
not
anything.
going to win.
But
But
here's
you know no third party.
no third party's going to win. But
it
here's the
doesn't
other
matter,
thing.
but it's what
fact,
you
We
pick.
have
have
an
two
inflated
choices.
idea of what the president actually does in this country. I think we are panicking now. I think it's 6 months to a year when no one's been deported. Roe v. Wade has made it through many anti-choice conservative administrations. Nobody has touched abortion rights.
Yeah.
Trump said gay
Yeah,
marriage
but-
is the law of the land. I mean, listen, could they do shitty things like defund Planned Parenthood? They can, and I hope
They're
they
not
don't.
gonna.
They
But I don't
will.
say. I mean, we'll see. I
They
don't
have
know.
both
There's no way.
houses.
I'll
They
bet.
have both
I'll bet
houses.
you an
They
abortion.
shut down Vine.
I'll bet you an abortion. One of your abortions.
Okay, that's fair.
That they do not close.
The first thing
Manhattan.
Trump did was
How's
shut
that?
down Vine, just to give you an idea that they're not fucking around. There's poor kids in the street. 19-year-old white kids on Vine are shitting their pants because of fucking Trump.
Well, I was at Boston. The comics come home this weekend, and first of all, the show is always a fucking monster show, and I knew I was closing it. I had anxiety about it for months because it's just there's no safe spot on the show. You know what I mean? And I know it's going to be Wanda and Nick DiPaolo and
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr.
Yeah.
And it's like what whatever. But whatever. So we go and we do the show, and I didn't really see Wanda. My kid was there. I was running around. I really wanted to see her because I love Wanda Sykes. I love her. She's always been fucking great to me. She's a funny
Me too.
funny
She's
son of a.
nice woman.
Yeah, she's the best. She really is.
No, she is. I like.
Yeah,
I know I
Cool
said
man.
that, Mike.
Sorry.
I'm not fucking lying.
No. I love it.
But I think and then she goes out and she does it. Here's what happened. This is what people don't fucking get. She did a Trump joke. They just didn't let her get to the fucking punchline. Okay? And maybe it wasn't the funniest joke. Maybe it wasn't like a holy shit, my God, that's hilarious, where you'd laugh at as soon as she said his name and some shit against him, they flipped out on her and they didn't let her get to the fucking. She was just trying to be funny. She wasn't up there going, making a speech. She wasn't up there trying to fucking, turn people. What? She went up to. She wrote a joke. It was topical, and she went up and they fucking booed her.
So she had her set up, and they didn't let her get to the punch.
No, because they heard Trump, they heard this, they heard that, and they started booing.
She got 3 seconds into a 6-second Vine, and they shut her down.
Well, here's the thing too. They keep saying she got booed off stage. She did not. She stood up
Right.
there and fucking took it.
Yeah.
And then she went into other jokes, and they were like, "Fuck you." So she was like, "Fuck you, and
Right.
suck my dick, and I'm out."
I'm surprised that happened in Boston. Such a liberal city.
Yeah.
You want the clip?
Liberal slash. Little
You got the
racist.
clip?
Well,
Let's,
this
can
is
we
what-
see the clip?
Here's what bothered me too.
All right.
If you look at this clip,
Yeah.
look at where it's shot from. Go ahead.
Yeah.
That's a tough angle.
Look where it's shot from.
Yeah. That's weird.
Behind her. It's almost behind her.
Yeah.
I'll explain. Look at that.
Sound booth.
Oh, it's the booth.
Fuck you, yes, you, all of y'all. None of that shit.
Is this the Wilbur?
Hang on one
So do you want the beginning of the whole set, or do you want the where the Trump start stuff? When the Trump start. All right.
Hear us say the joke. I don't want fuck you.
All right, fine.
This is the worst set Wanda had and the best set Scopo had.
And here's the thing. After the election, I was going around consoling people. I said, guys, look on the bright side. Look at this. I was telling everybody, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I was like, I am certain this is not the first time we've elected a racist, sexist, homophobic president. He ain't the first one. He's just the first confirmed one.
That's funny. I think that's
Listen,
funny.
man.
That's a funny fucking joke.
I think that's
Yeah, that's a
funny.
good joke.
And the fact, and I get mad at both sides for this. Is that you are you fucking kidding
Enjoy
me?
a fucking joke.
You can't fucking hear. You can't. You didn't fucking get that.
Yeah.
It's fucking true.
It's it's comedy.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's comedy.
It's a funny joke. Maybe it was. Look. Here's the deal. Maybe this is a benefit for cancer. Okay. You're not talking all Wanda's fans. You're talking a variety of fans. Also, Cam Neely fans, hockey fans. You're dealing with this is a benefit to raise money for cancer you know, am I gonna do? You know, if I'm raising money for battered women, am I gonna do a fucking hit my wife joke? Maybe not. You know what I'm saying? Am I gonna do my pussy eating joke? My dirtiest fucked up? Maybe not. I might switch it up and do a cuter joke because I want to be funny. I want everybody to enjoy themselves, and I want them to raise money. I don't want to. So maybe she made but you know what? As a comic, that's your choice.
Was that it though? Was that all she said?
No, well, that's where they turned right there.
That wasn't that bad. I mean,
that's a funny joke. They heard Trump, they heard fucking racist, they heard this lesbian, blah blah, and you know whatever.
Bobby,
and,
what was the punchline? I don't have headphones.
Who said that? Who the fuck are you? Has he been here the whole time? Who the fuck? What the fuck?
I thought Deepu was going to introduce me before, right?
I don't even move the fuck over, you weirdo.
I can't talk into the microphone.
Take the mic with you. It's on a cord. What are you? Jesus, I didn't even know this.
Hey, Bobby.
I literally thought I was having a stroke.
Is that what happens during strokes? People appear and start talking.
Basically, what she said was she was all her friends were fucking flipping out. It was kind of what Chappelle did in that skit. You know what I mean? It's like all my friends are flipping out, and I was like, relax. This is probably not the first racist, sexist, homophobic president we've had. I'm pretty sure there's been other ones. It's a funny joke. Maybe the sarcasm.
And then he said, "This is the first." She said, "This is the first confirmed one."
This is the first confirmed,
and that's funny.
That's hilarious.
Which is funny.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know what? She didn't get booed off stage. She got booed, but she stayed on stage. And I was on the other side. Half the crowd. A lot of people going, "We love you, Wanda."
Well, now what were you doing when you're watching?
Panicking.
Really?
Yes, panicking.
Oh, no,
but here's the fucking other one.
Yeah.
So now she's up doing this happens.
Yeah.
And I love Wanda. She fucking stood up there, took it, fuck you, suck it, walked off, right? Did her thing.
I have a quote about how she was brought off by Dennis Leary.
Okay, go ahead.
As he came out to introduce the next comic on the lineup, Leary defended Sykes, telling the crowd that she came all the way from L.A. for the benefit and deserved their respect.
Yes.
That's great.
Absolutely, because we're here. You know, look at, man, Cam Neely, one of the fucking greatest hockey players of all time. I mean, a big, tough motherfucker was up there. I couldn't even get through a speech at the beginning because he was tearing up so much. Yeah. This is the alpha male and he's up here. All he's trying to do is save people from this hideous fucking disease. Yeah. And he's trying to do it with laughter with his friend, and it's grown from.
Did DiPaolo go after her?
Hang on a second. I'm setting this up.
Okay, great.
I want to give the benefit.
We're helping people.
So yeah, so she goes up, happens. And then right after that, right after that, give me this fucking phone. I'm sorry, babe. I'm shutting this off. Right after, just leave it like that.
Okay.
Put it on you. Sit on it. Put it on your
perfect.
fucking badge.
Exactly
Don't put it near your asshole. Get lost. I don't want to come on it. Sorry. Had to listen to last week's to get that one. DiPaolo goes up next. But again, DiPaolo is a comic.
I got a quote about him, too.
He's got to make a decision. He's like, do I go up and reference this? Do I go up and just do my act? Do I go up and say something? He's a Republican. He voted for Trump. He loves it. What do I do? Now, my fans are here, people who know me. What do? Do I go up and just go, hey, guys, what about school lunches? What is he? You know what I'm saying? So he made a decision, too. What's the quote about...
from the Boston Herald, it says, then Nick DiPaolo took the stage, unleashing a torrent of comments about liberals, Boston women, and Jews.
That last one, really.
It's Jews. Think about this. This is what I love. I love being at a point in the business when you don't give a fuck. He does not give a fuck. Well,
I think he was trying to reach his particular fans in that crowd.
Yeah,
you think?
Apparently, you think so? Yeah.
Yeah, but then here's the thing. He did. He called. This is funny because Bonnie made me laugh. He called this woman tried to rush the stage and attack him. In a Bruins jersey, by the way. Which is hilarious.
She tried to attack him?
Well,
Can we see his set?
She was mad. No, they don't have video. Thank God. Nick.
Fair point.
Well, she goes, he goes, look at this Jew broad from Peabody. Right?
No.
But Bonnie thought, she won an award. She She's like, oh, Voss goes, no, it's a town in Boston. She goes, oh, I thought she won an award. I thought she was a Jewish woman that won a Peabody Award. So, look, he did his thing, and he goes, and then he went into jokes. He went, look it, and people turned on him. A lot of people turned on him too. And he was like, "Fuck you." A lady had to get kicked out. The crowd was turning on each other.
Oh, jeez.
People were walking. This is a benefit for fucking cancer.
Right.
So then, me and Burr, I'm pacing. Burr's up next.
How was he? Cool, calm.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're all kind of like, what the fuck? Right then, you have to pull an audible. I had my set ready to go. Now I'm pulling an audible, and it depends on what Bill does. I don't know what the fuck. Is he going to go up and go, you know what, fucking Hillary's a twat, and fuck Trump too. Fuck, I don't know what he's doing. He goes up, just does a fucking amazing bit. He goes, I don't know who I voted for. I think fucking Walsh. Whatever. Anyways, right? Goes into this fucking joke and just annihilates from front to back. Just fucking kills and just brings the whole crowd back into funny mode.
Nice.
Then I'm going up. I'm like, oh shit. This is great for the crowd. Now I'm like, fuck me. You know what I mean? I gotta go out after. Now I gotta follow, one of the great comics in the country right now. And the right, the left, and then Bill Burr. That's a nightmare situation. Might as well fucking launch and land a helicopter while I'm doing my opening joke. I remember someone walked by. It's gonna be good, man. You're gonna kill. I go, shut the fuck up. No joke. I told him to shut the fuck up. That's great. So now, I don't. So thank God, Leary brings me up. He goes, this guy he was on the job. Back then he had hair. I did a show with him. He's a great actor. And then he brings me out. I go, did you just bring me up? I had hair and I'm a good actor. What? It's a fucking comedy show, you asshole. Fucking Bill Burr, the best comic on. Right. And man, this guy had hair and he's a good actor. If you ever need a fucking character actor, he's the guy.
Yeah. And how'd you do? Did you kill?
Yeah, of course. What the fuck are you talking to? I'm a fucking killer. I'm a fucking monster. I killed.
I know.
Unless you talk to Stavros' friends, then I did good.
Oh.
But listen, how'd you think you did?
How'd you think you did?
Tim knows about it.
My mother walked up to me. How do you think you did? I was like, I punched her in the face. I called her a cunt.
I was just at the standing room. Had my best set to date. Something clicked. I switched up my set.
How are you even segueing into this?
I don't know. It's like insane.
Bobby's like, it was Burr, it was me, it was DiPaolo. This guy's like, I was at the standing room. The capacity is 9 people. I had the best set I've ever had.
I'm in front of 18,000 people, about to fucking lose my career. Literally, it's gonna go. Wanda went nuts. Nick's a racist. Billy's the god, and that last fat guy bombed. What do you got, Doon?
I'm getting to it. I'm relating to how do you think you did?
Yeah, please relate to it.
So I did good. I did well. I feel good. I usually don't feel good no matter how well I do. And then a woman after the show comes up to me and is like, I said, did you have fun? She's like, well, I can give you some feedback if you want.
Oh, no.
Oh, jeez.
And I said, no, don't.
All right,
good.
I'll just keep this bumping. And
no,
back to your story.
That's not a bad story, but you're really off. You have literally. Yeah. Literally, you're playing soccer. We're playing fucking wiffle ball, having fun.
I'm trying to relate.
Well, I have a story, if that's cool.
Okay,
yes.
All right. I'm gonna let you tell it, Mike. But here's the new rule on the show. Hey, let Bob finish his story before you fucking shadrules start in with your stories. What do you got, Mike?
Bob, did you ever do the electric factory in Philly?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. let me explain this one.
Oh, please do.
Okay, this is like December of 2003, right? It was myself, Nick, John Melendez, Otto, God rest his soul, Sal the Stockbroker, and myself.
Yep.
It was like a really bad storm, right?
Yep.
It took us 4 hours to get to Philly, and Artie was on the show with us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They're yelling at us. We get up there, they're fighting. They started fighing, fucking with Nick.
Right.
Otto almost cried. It took us
The
5 fucking hours.
Puppet?
Yeah. The puppet almost cried.
Otto and George almost cried. Just
that
making
crowd
sure.
was fucking brutal.
Right?
I'm like,
Yeah.
they don't even give you a chance in that fucking place.
Okay.
People getting arrested. It was fucking sick, man.
Are you done?
Yeah.
That's the fucking story?
No, but I mean,
Are you related? I didn't listen. Fuckface. I killed it. Both of yous. I did great. Your shit's the. I did. Look,
Bobby, have you ever had a salad?
What's that?
I had a pretty good one today.
Can I
That's
get rid
it. That's
Can I
all.
get rid of this?
Oh, so you just
Yeah,
being
yeah,
a thing.
yeah.
No, that's funny you say that. No, that's funny you say that. No, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why you said that. And I would have laughed at that because I know. But one of my things when I went up, I had to come up with, that's when you're a comic. It's like, dude, this is a fucking fucked up situation. I can't just go up and do the jokes, the set I was going to do. I had to, okay, he just said this. And I can't believe it. If I go and say that, they could turn on me. They could be like, "Oh, fuck you. That's Leary." You know what I mean? Leary,
Right.
it's that risk you take. And then I went in, and I was like, you know what I hate? I'll tell you what I fucking hate. Salads. I hate fucking salads. I hate vinaigrette dressings. I hate fucking almonds. People who like almonds, I fucking hate your face. Fuck you. I hate Greek yogurt without the raspberry and the honey. If it's just plain fucking, so I just went off the tangent about that. And then I went right into my fat riot cop joke, which worked. But
Perfect.
it's like I made those choices and so did Wanda. She made a choice, and so did Nick. And you live with that as a comic. But they weren't coming from fuck you, I want to piss you off. They were coming from, what do I say? Should I say this? I'm gonna. Fuck you, this is funny.
Right.
I think it's funny. And then they did it. Now, that's how fucking crazy we are right now. Everybody needs to settle the fuck down, man. Settle the fuck down.
Bob, I understand your story because I performed in a bar for 9 people the other day. 2 of them went to the bathroom in the middle of my set. I said, this is going to be tough. I watched one open mic guy go up before me. He lost them. Next person was trying comedy for the first time. They lost them. Then the bartender yelled last call. He didn't do well. He wasn't doing well. So then I'm like, this is my career right now.
Hey, I didn't even push. We got the sound, right?
Yeah, we got
All
everything.
right, good. We always got a backup here. Thank God.
I was just about to,
Because I
call
didn't push
back
the
and-
fucking button. Huh?
You didn't do it.
Can you please?
This hasn't.
Will you please help my stupidness? Look at me. If you're not gonna touch my dick, will you please help my dumbness?
Always.
Okay.
So this hasn't been recording the whole time.
No,
No,
we
we
have.
got it.
We got backup on.
Don't worry,
backups. Don't
Ryan.
worry. I fucked. Listen to me. You know how many podcasts I've done that were amazing, and that halfway through I looked down. This is the early days. I looked down and I didn't hit the record button, and everybody's like, people are just buckled. Dan, Joe, Lou, buckled over laughing, and then and you just see me like this. I just wasted their afternoon.
I was on one of those the first time I was on.
Yeah. Well, I did that because wasn't that good? I still
delete.
I do have that podcast. If you want, you can have it. If you want to put it on.
How
your
how did you come up with the name Rye Doon? Like, how did that
It's
happen?
his name, you
Well,
fuck.
no, it's not. My name's
It's not
Ron.
his name. Like I said, that's not his name. He's gonna tell you right now. Listen, take your hand off your hip. Okay?
My hand's right here.
Oh, God.
All right, you ballerina. What are you?
Listen, why don't you get chairs that are fucking comfortable for
Hey,
people?
buddy, why don't you fuck?
How
eat
about
a
some
salad?
chairs?
How's
How about
that?
some chairs?
Buddy, those are regular
I got a
people's
gift
sales.
card to a restaurant I was going to take you, but now you'd be very hostile.
I'm sorry, I can't. I haven't had a sugar or a grain in 3 weeks.
That's great. But you know what? Let me tell you right now. If you don't every now and then have one, your body will get used to the good stuff. So you got to trick your body and have a little bad stuff.
listen.
It's a
Is that
fact.
how it works?
Every couple of weeks, you got to have like
Hey.
a little bad stuff.
Do me a favor.
It's
Little-
true.
You little teacup. Get your hands off your hips.
All right, I
And
want to hear
stop-
about his name.
I'm not taking. I'd rather.
I really not want you to confront your internalized homophobia.
I don't have homophobia. I love gays.
All right.
Do I not love? You think I'm a homophobe?
No, I'm kidding, but I don't agree. New York's got better Italian than Boston. You're out of your fucking mind.
You're fucking nuts.
All right.
All right.
Right,
Fucking
dude.
Goddamn queers. What do you got, Rye?
Let's see.
Besides beautiful eyes.
And dimples.
Yeah, you do have dimples. I
Right?
love to jizz in one. Who's homophobe now?
I'll show you.
I'll show you. What do you got?
My name is Ryan Muldoon. When I first started Vine, I had bosses and shit, so I chose my AIM screen name from high school, which is Rydoon, because I didn't want to be searchable online. And then, what do you know? I become a fucking megastar. All of a sudden, I'm stuck with Rydoon.
Right. Now you can go back to your original name.
No, I can't. Just change all my handles?
Did the
Where's
dudes,
where's the bomb bandana? Let me have it. I thought that was
the
a
guys,
nice, he was a megastar.
the guys at the top of that Vine pyramid, what are they going to do now? Like the top 10 dudes.
They're going to just do TV and movies and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try to do TV and movies.
Right.
I can do it.
Stop it. You're gonna do it.
You know what?
Stop with your low self-esteem. You're gonna do you're gonna do TV and movies.
I mean, I was on Marin. You were on Marin as well.
Yeah, you're gonna do TV and movies. You'll be in there.
Were you part of that? Were you part of that coup where all the Viners tried to extort Vine for $2 million or whatever?
Who was that?
That was like the top 22.
Like
I don't
Nash
know.
Greer and all those guys?
I don't know if he was involved.
Okay.
It was like some dudes in dudettes. They got they sat down with Vine and were like, "Hey, if you want us to keep posting, pay us $1.2 million each," which was a stupid plan. Like, why would you ask for that much money? So pretty much Vine said no, and they said, "I swag," and they walked away in their cool walks.
You should have got in with them, man. I'm
cynical.
telling you right now. I know you're shitting on them, but you really should have got in there. You should have got in that group. That was the move.
I wasn't.
You know,
Is it
I
too
look
late?
I look at comics when they came up, and I'm like, that guy sucks. He's got no jokes. And now I'm like, I should have made friends with that person. Like, that was a big mistake. You know, big mistake.
No, but they have a new company now called Hype.
Yeah. The creators of.
No, I'm serious. Right?
Yeah.
We know. That's why we're laughing.
I joined it. I joined
Mikey,
it
I
recently.
fucking love you, buddy.
Yeah, I'll just start hyping now. But yeah, the creators of Vine came up with Hype, which I don't know what it is yet.
Here's the greatest thing, and it's like
Trump has a new app. If you heard about it, it's called, and a lot of people using it now. It's called the National Muslim Registry. And it's really, that guy does a great job.
I mean,
Great
Thank
halal
you.
cart.
I mean, listen, this whole back to this fucking Trump thing. It is really it's fucked up to me that even in that environment of a comedy show where they're raising money, even the Republicans who say that the Democrats can't get a joke, the liberals don't know how to have fun. Dude, loosen the fuck up.
Everybody right now. And
Wanda Sykes is one of the funniest comics.
Funny, hilarious.
That we fucking have.
Everybody right now is too emotional. People need to stop with the emotion.
I don't mind. Look, I really believe, like, for women who Hillary was almost there, imagine being a black kid. And
Are you vining? Is this the last vine? Is this the last vine right now?
Instagram.
The final vine.
Here's the thing. Imagine being a black kid and growing up and then looking and seeing a black president.
Great.
Come on.
That's huge.
Yeah.
It's fucking great. Now imagine being a little girl and seeing a woman president.
Now look about that. Imagine being a racist and now you get erased. Like, everybody has to matter.
Like Wanda says, you've been doing that for years.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's funny. I think Chappelle, I want to talk about Chappelle real quick.
Yeah.
Look, I love Chappelle. We all love Chappelle. It's almost hack to say Chappelle's the funniest. We get it. He is. You know what I mean? It's like Pryor. Who's one of the funny Pryor? Okay, it's almost. But what he did on SNL this weekend, man, his monologue, what he said, and then the skit he did with Chris Rock, I think it was fucking. It really made me feel good, because I've been saying this to you the whole time, that we've made progress. We have to stop saying that we're not a better America than we were fucking a year ago, 2 years ago, 10 years ago. We're a fucking. We're a better American than we were. Yes, is it not? Is it happening as fast as we'd all love it to happen? No.
It is scary though when it's like when Mike Pence, who's the vice president now, doesn't want marriage equality to happen. When Bright, I mean, look at the Steve Bannon's in the fucking White House. The guy from Breitbart.
Here's the deal.
I mean, that's
here's
crazy.
the deal. Well, here's Stavros. People disagree with you. People disagree with me.
Yeah.
Guess what?
He's a
There's
fucking
people,
anti-Semite,
and
white
guess
supremacist.
what? And guess he's not. I don't know if he's a white supremacist. Here's the deal.
But
He's
But he is an anti-Semite.
But here's the deal. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. I don't know what's in anybody's heart. I don't know what's in anybody's heart. I don't know that Hillary Clinton's not a fucking anti-Semite,
you
bro.
don't know that.
You don't fucking know that Hillary
Oh,
Clinton's not
hilarious.
Her and her husband presided over the largest period of mass incarceration in the country's history. They completely decimated the black family, and then they turned around and said, "Oh, black people vote for me," and fuck you, like.
she's a bad candidate.
So at the end of the day,
wait
look
a
at what
minute.
she did.
Wait
Look
a
at what
minute.
she did.
You voted for her.
You're talking about Breitbart. You're talking about somebody who writes fucking articles. Who cares? These people had
now
the
he has
power.
now he has the power though. Now
He's
in
a political
Trump's
strategist. That's a hack. Fucking no nonsense. He's not the Secretary of State.
which is going to be Newt Gingrich.
And by the way, Trump owes nothing to anyone.
Seriously.
You want to hear the real politics of this?
That's
Here's
pretty
the
funny,
real
though.
politics.
That's pretty funny though.
Here's the reality. Here's the reality. Trump owes nothing to the Democratic Party, to the media, to anybody.
Nobody.
He can appoint somebody to be the fucking secretary of fuck you, and nobody can. You can whine and you can write blogs. You know what you should all do? Get your fucking party back and fucking make some changes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how do you know the media is the real evil one with all this shit going on?
That's right, Mike.
Wow. Literally. I feel like I was in a hot air balloon watching the sunrise. And then I heard pop.
No, but think about it, guys. How do you know half the shit is true about hell or him? You don't.
Huh?
You don't know how much is true about either
Well,
one of
I'm
the
just
parties
talking
because
about
the media is
It's
fucking
no, we
evil
haven't-
to begin with.
First of all, buddy, you absolutely do know it's true about Hillary and Trump. Okay, it's out there, but she is
I'm
not.
not in love
she
with
is
Trump.
not-
I didn't even think the guy
Look
should
at-
have won.
I-
But here's the
but
deal.
he didn't think he was
my,
gonna win.
my point is this.
Yeah.
I was gonna.
It is scary when he said he wants to spend his weekends in Florida. That is
he
a
wants to
little
be on his
scary.
golf course.
I mean, that
he
is
wants
Bobby.
to commute.
Bobby,
listen,
that is a little scary.
Crazy.
Buddy.
And he said he still wants to have campaign rallies because he likes the adulation of the crowds. This is. And Obama had to explain to him like what a president did.
He literally doesn't
He had
know.
no idea what a president
Buddy,
did.
listen,
It is-
I wasn't voting for Trump.
Right.
I was gonna vote for fucking Hillary.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. I understand it.
I understand.
And I feel, and I get why girls like women are sad and they're mourning.
I'm
It's
not
like
sad.
when the Red Sox didn't win the World fucking Series, I was bummed out for a week. It's just, that was their World Series. They were about to have a woman in office. Seriously.
Yeah, but it's
because
more
you
than
can't tell. No, it's not. Because maybe it's more than that. But you can't tell me that they didn't know her flaws.
Well, there is a
They
there is-
knew
there
they
is a
knew her
lot of-
flaws, but they
sure.
overlooked it.
There is a lot of
because
panic about
Because Trump was so much worse. That's it. That's why.
No,
people.
no,
people
Yes.
Stop. Shut up. 1 second.
Yeah.
It's because they were voting for a woman too.
Not everyone.
Listen,
A lot of it.
A lot of it, dude. A lot of it.
That's
She
one
had-
aspect
See
of
how
it.
he does that though?
She
When
had-
I say it,
that's-
no.
yeah, yeah.
When you say it,
That's
sure.
one, a lot.
That's
you
what
said,
he does.
You said all of them instead of a lot of them.
No, I did
You
not.
moderated your point.
No,
That's why I agree
you
with
actually what you did is you break it down. Not and a lot of them did. Most of them did.
Not
But here's
most.
the
I
deal.
don't really- I
There
really don't
is a
believe that.
legitimate
That's true.
fear, and there's a lot of people that go, you know, what are they get? We don't know what they're going to do at Roe v. Wade. I've heard about Roe v. Wade since I'm a little
Oh,
kid,
God.
and it has never been overturned.
It's never gonna get overturned.
And the states, like
It's
people go, oh
in
well,
play.
the states.
No, fucking in play.
can-
Horseshit.
can-
It is.
But they
It's
can
never
listen,
gonna get. It's
I-
never
it's
gonna
not
be
gonna be
overturned.
overturned.
If Ruth Bader Ginsburg dies while Trump's in fucking office and he gets
But listen,
two
do
conservative
you
judges,
realize how
it's
con-
fucking in play.
But dude, the conservative judges might not even do that. Listen, you had
not.
conservative
It's too much
judges.
money.
You had conservative judges
How much
on
money
the
they make
court.
off abortion?
Do you realize how
It's an-
Scalia would have done it, but Roberts, like a lot of these guys won't. A lot of these jurists won't do it. You actually have to look at how conservative the judge is. You'd have to be very conservative. And here's the other thing:
Well, they have
in
the
the
House and the
Supreme
Senate
Court,
now.
which people don't really know, there is a wisdom with the court where if a law has been decided, okay. The only way that they necessarily revisit it, and it's only happened a few times in history, is if there's been a significant change in order for them to review that law and overturn it. Like gay marriage or Roe v. Wade, generally those things are probably safe because there hasn't been a significant change in circumstances that would make them revisit and overturn the law. I really, I don't think you're going to see it happen. I hope it doesn't happen. I don't want women to not have abortions.
Listen, first of all, of course not.
And I don't want anyone deported. I mean, this is the thing. I don't want any of that to happen. But I also don't think the way forward is to wear safety pins on your shirt to show that somebody agrees with you. I mean,
or shutting down traffic in Times Square.
Yeah.
and being violent.
You
Don't be
can't
violent.
refuse to
Can
engage.
Can you fucking protest?
well, now a
Can
generation
you protest?
of people, Bobby, that have been told they don't have to argue, they don't have to debate, they don't have to engage with people who disagree with them, are going to have to do so, or they're going to stay in the minority forever. That's it.
And
That's it.
here's the thing:
Learn how to debate.
Going back to Dave Chappelle, what he said, especially it's like he's looking around the White House and and it's all black people.
It's great. It was
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
And Doug, whatever his name was, the white guy, right? Hilarious. So that was my point: is that we've made progress. We had a black president. We were this close to having a woman president. And yes, I think Trump is fucked up, but it's good because it wakes people up. Now we know the next election maybe it sets the path for somebody new. Maybe we don't have to be
If
a
there is
politician.
a next election.
Maybe,
I'm joking. I'm
course you
kidding.
are.
What are you're
We're
gonna get
not-
mad now that I made a joke? Come
No,
on.
no. I was just I had a good thing and you stepped on
sorry.
it. But and it wasn't that good because I forgot it. But listen, keep waiting for this dick to play the fucking music. He keeps listening to me.
I'm trying to
What do you-
draft.
Listen to Tim or him. Don't listen to me.
I'm trying to draft a rattlesnake. Do you want to support the snake? I just bombed in life, not even on the show.
What else?
The Chappelle clip or
I would like to hear it. Yeah, I just thought it really touched me. It was weird when comedy touches me when I laugh and I'm like, God damn it, this is great. And the skit he did with Chris, I can't. It's so funny because it's all these white liberals talking about this shit, and they're like, what the fuck? Are you like it's gonna be our oh you stop, do you have something in your eye again?
Yeah, it's like a hair. I have like a hair, like an eyelash.
But can you
This is really disturbing you? It's
buddy,
like an eyelash.
all right, here's what you do every fucking 8 seconds. You go
Let me
like
take a
this.
look.
It's like in my eye. It's
Listen,
like
this
irritating
is
my
what I
eye.
see.
Yeah.
This is what I see. Ready? You come up, you go like this, and you go.
Do you have sleep apnea?
He's doing the
apnea?
Undertaker.
What?
Bell's palsy.
Do you have sleep apnea?
No, I'm not asleep.
Hang on 1 second.
What?
Good question, Mike.
No, I got an eyelash earlier today. I had an eyelash in my eye.
Good. Is this I don't want to watch the whole monologue.
America's done it. We've actually elected an internet troll as our president.
Can I stop for 1 second? It's really true.
So,
It's almost. Listen, here's the. I just remember talking to you, the whole step of the way, and him. It's not going to happen.
I know.
It's not going to happen.
Stavros is
It's
an
not gonna
elitist
happen.
liberal.
It was the producers.
gonna
This is
happen.
the producers. This presidential run, he didn't want to win from the beginning. He wanted to be second place, and
No.
it fucking happened. I mean, look at his eyes, dude. That picture with Obama. You know how sad he is that he has to do work? Trump hasn't had to work that
But
hard.
the reason he won is because of people like Stavros going, "Oh, he's not going to win."
That's a fucking exactly.
Yeah.
But that's a very good point. Bummed out.
Yeah.
He
The
has
whole
to do
thing
homework
was
now.
to start.
it's like-
Dude, he wanted
You
to
know
start
how
a TV network called Trump TV. They were
Yeah.
taking meetings with major media guys. They wanted to fucking start Trump. They were going to take Fox News down.
Yeah.
They were going to get Hannity and Ann Coulter. They were probably going to go to Alex
know.
Jones and get some of these fucking yahoos. That was the plan.
Yeah.
The plan the whole time, Bobby.
Wait a minute now. So wait a minute.
They were taking meetings last week.
Can I just say something? Do you know
Yeah.
how smart Obama is? Do you know
Yeah.
how smart
He's
he
brilliant,
is?
yeah.
I mean, he stepped in there and just. It's like it's just he's stepping. He knows where a comma goes. He knows
Yeah,
words.
yeah. I
Fucking
mean-
Trump has had somebody do this shit for him forever.
Oh, yeah, we're fucked.
He's
yeah.
so
Deep trouble.
bumming right now.
We're in deep trouble.
He has to wake up in the morning.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
Listen, they
Oh,
offered
yeah.
John Kasich the job of vice president.
Right.
Trump's son went to Kasich and said, "Listen, you're going to be in charge of foreign and domestic policy." And Kasich said, "Well, what is your father going to do?" And they said, "He's going to make America great again." Trump just wants to go and give rallies and shit. I mean, this
Yeah.
is why I wasn't a
crazy.
Trump supporter.
Listen, I think you know what I think we. Another thing I want to talk about: the popular vote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why the fuck?
Yeah.
If more people vote for one person now,
I'll
where
tell
we-
you why.
It's
I know
exactly,
why.
it's exactly
I know
what
why.
happened.
I know why.
First of all, a popular vote election would be completely different. Many Republicans in places like New York and California stay home
We
because
need, first of all, we need Tim Dillon music because when he
But
goes
do you-
on a roll. Listen,
no,
I'm
no.
going to say a
Okay.
compliment. Let me give you a compliment.
Okay.
All right. It's not about your hair.
Okay.
When he
Perfect.
starts talking, you just start. Everybody listens. You like.
Here's the
fucking
deal.
people.
Everybody's going, "Oh, popular vote, popular vote." It's a completely different election. It would change the way candidates campaigned, and it would change
absolutely.
who voted. Republicans in New York and California and Democrats in traditionally Republican states like Texas stay home because they don't feel like their vote counts. So a popular vote election would totally change the way the election people campaign and the way people vote. The reason we don't have a popular vote and the reason we have an electoral college is a bit more complicated. But at the end of the day, we are a
Why are you
lo-
laughing?
It's not complicated. It's to prevent a Trump. It's to
Ooh.
prevent like a demagogue. Who,
Yeah,
like,
but no, but here's
reaches
the other
out to
deal.
fucking-
Here's the other deal, Bobby. It's supposed to be a loose association of 50 states with a competent federal government. We were never supposed to have a federal government with 25 intelligence agencies, and we were never supposed to have this type of government. In fact, we were set up as a loose association of different states and territories that did their own thing.
Hey.
Missouri's going to do their own
All
thing.
right,
New
here-
York's going to do their own thing
here-
because gun laws in New York City and in Vermont are different for a reason. They're different places.
Let
You
me-
can't have a one-size-fits-all policy.
Well, let me ask you this question, Tim.
Yeah.
why aren't you doing better in life?
Well, every
because
day.
You're very smart.
Because I wanted to do comedy. Comedy's a big mistake.
You sound like you should be
I
not
should've
in
just-
Ralph Sutton's apartment.
I know, but the snake said that if I just kept going, I was gonna fucking become the fifth skank or whatever.
You're the fifth skank.
But I chose
Tim
comedy.
Dillon's the fifth
I chose
skank.
comedy. But
Listen. Well, now you disagree with him?
I don't disagree. I just think the reason we have
Of
an
course you
electoral
don't.
college is
If I said it, you would.
you would have been meaner about it. Is why.
Oh, is that what you need?
Yeah.
If you want to have the
That's what we're talking about.
I'd like to have
Fucking
an
assholes
intelligent
like him.
discussion.
If you want to
Who
do the
can't-
popular vote, do the
who
popular
can't-
vote, but don't think it's necessarily always going to break in your favor.
Sure, it's not. But I mean, historically, I think it would help Democrats actually because.
Well, it's historically what?
Huh?
You said
Historically, it would have in the recent history. I mean, it's the people that
Here's
won
the
the
deal. You just write
popular
off.
vote were,
Basically, if you do a popular
Gore,
vote thing, you kind
then
of just write
Clinton.
off the entire country. You go New York, you California, live a certain
I
way.
can't tell whether you have way more confidence in Stavros or you're just smarter.
You don't write off the whole country. I mean, you have sure. Ohio loses its fucking credibility. Florida isn't as
don't
important.
swear. You sound dumb when you swear.
Okay, sure. Ohio loses its credibility. Florida isn't as important as it is. But it does help smaller states and stuff like that. But we just have more people in cities. Their votes
I
should
understand
count.
that, but if listen,
Ohio,
people
right now,
in
somebody
cities
Ohio,
own nothing. They don't have a lot of them don't have a ton of skin in the game. They don't own property. They don't pay taxes. Like the whole idea is, it's like all right, if you go
because property's more expensive where they live. I mean, they're just as.
I understand that, but city like in New York City, America doesn't even work. Like people are miserable. They work fucking 16 hours a day to live in a box. You know, you go to other places and somebody owns a house. The price of the house is in direct relationship to how many people want to buy. You know, at the end of the day, it's like we depend on the government a lot more than rural Americans do in many cases. You know, we have a lot, so it's just different. So you can't say that like the things that work in New York or work in San Francisco are always going to work in Idaho or Iowa. Those, you know, speed limits in New York are 55. You go other places, it's 80. These are different things. So at the end of the day,
that means they should have undue say on how the election comes out?
I don't think they have undue say on how the election. I mean, listen,
like a guy in Pennsylvania's vote counted way more, or rural Pennsylvania, his vote counted much more than our votes count.
But here's the deal. But then if you do a popular vote election, I'm telling you, people campaign differently, and it'll be a different thing. I'm not totally against taking away the electoral college, but don't think it's always going to break in your favor.
I don't think that. I just think there was a ton of more direct democracy.
But direct democracy was not how the country was set up. We were not set up for direct. We were a constitutional republic. We have laws. We have state. We have things.
But this isn't how the electoral college was originally.
No, I understand that. But the idea, like, we're a direct democracy. We're not a direct democracy at all.
Sure, but at this point,
the electors
because
can
the
switch.
electoral college has turned into a shittier version of direct democracy because it's not. You're supposed to elect.
If you overturn the electoral college, fine. I'm saying that.
Guys, 1 sec. Go ahead, Mike.
The thing is,
in the mic, Mike.
I think that Trump is like a spider on the web right now.
Very true, Mike.
Absolutely correct.
All right,
He is.
All right.
He's a wrecking ball to kind of throw.
I would say he's a tarantula.
He's a wrecking ball to throw to a corrupt system. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe the whole thing. Maybe it burns to the ground.
Hold on.
No, but the thing is,
hang on 1 second. Go ahead, Mike.
Trump is very cool, right? You got to start worrying about stuff in other countries. Like he's wearing a suit and tie now, right? But if that fucker puts a uniform on, we're going to be in some shit.
What are you going to say to that, Stavros?
Absolutely, he should not have a uniform. I agree.
I'd like to see him in a what kind of uniform, like Batman?
Like General Patton's gun belt, things like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Here's the deal: if Trump could do some of the milder things, like if Trump can do what he said, like with the trade, renegotiate trade, bring back jobs, walk us back from the brink. We were at the brink with fucking Russia. You know what I mean? Like we were really ready to fucking fight. We were encircling.
Doesn't that scare you though too?
The CIA set up a fucking thing in the Ukraine to like taunt Russia, bro. You cannot start taunting Russia. You can't unless everyone wants to fight. I don't want to fight.
Doesn't it seem like Putin is
know
actually
you don't wanna
trolling
fight.
us?
I don't think he's trolling. What are you gonna fight? You're gonna go over to Russia and fight?
Hey, buddy, don't do my joke back on me just because Mike loved my fucking timing. Okay, don't get mad. Why you get mad?
Maybe all the Vine guys will fucking sign up for the service now that they have nothing to do.
You are a genius to get that many followers. I'm doing this 25 years. I can't even fucking sell it at Beefsteak Charlie's.
I know. 25 years ago, Vine was much harder to crack. You'd have to call people over the phone, Mike. Hey, it's Mike.
Isn't that how Joe Pesci got his start in Vine?
The fuck kind of people are there?
My Vines, I don't know if you can bring one of them up. I used to do grapevines.
Please, God, do.
Yes. Let's see some Bobby Vines.
I remember those.
What was your
Please,
name
Christ.
on Vine?
Christ, let us.
The The only vines that were good was when I was having the baby, and I started getting all this. I started getting all this baby stuff, and I didn't know how to use it. So I'd open up the box and be like, how do you use this fucking thing? And then I'd just put my dog Kelby in it, and he'd just be like rocking in it. It's the only vines.
Kind of a visual joke.
And then I did. It was. And then I did therapy with my baby. So I'd be like, I just can't get it. You know, I'm trying to work on my thing, but people just suck, and I don't. And then it would just cut to Max as a fucking 3-month-old baby.
Were your vines like a lot of like highly produced? I know a lot of them really produced.
Let's watch one of his vines. Can we watch one of our?
Yeah.
Now, what is your? Oh, you got a compilation? Let's see this. That's why fucking Deepu's on point, man. Since Scopo left.
Oh, jeez.
Merry Christmas, fellas.
Oh, sorry. Can you make it big? Yeah, there you go.
Christmas. Won't get
Fun uncle. Close your eyes when you cross the street, buddy. On your mark, scissors, go! And they died.
I made a goblin. What'd you guys make? I made a kick-ass bomb.
Oh, you missed the punch.
That's
the best one.
Sorry about that.
Sorry. Oh, we laughed over it, so it wasn't. I mean, yeah.
Here's me coughing.
What's the meaning of life?
Smoking weed, giving bitches.
He's got a point.
Play with your child. What sound does a lion make?
Uncomfortable conversation.
Would you still like me if I was gay?
Honey, I would fuck you if you were gay.
What? I love it.
Oh, jeez.
Talk dirty to me.
That's weird.
Sweet potato.
You have a beautiful smile, sir. Thank you for Can you help me?
Trick or treat. I've got a trick.
We'd prefer a treat.
Well, then get
High society. Why, thank you, my good man. It's a perfect fit. Some sugar for your coffee. High society.
You want to dance with me?
Hell no!
Why won't you dance with me?
Cause Mr. Mother's gonna fuck you!
This is 30 minutes long, by the way.
Yeah. Swag back.
Listen, you got to check this out. The reason why the ones you used to do, too, that made me laugh, because you would walk up, and I'm going to ask you, too, you'd walk up to these fucking homeless people or people on the streets, and you didn't plan this. Their responses were real, right?
For the most part.
Ah, damn it. That reminds me of the time when I asked that girl, I was like, your name's Danielle, not Daniel, right? And she was like, for the most part. I mean,
now it is Danielle.
I mean, my dick is gone.
Yeah.
I have a change purse, but
no, but most of them were authentic. There were times where I would say like, I didn't fit that. Can you say that again? And
but you would walk up to people and just fucking do shit.
Yeah, and I would walk around town looking like a psycho.
Did you ever get hit?
Almost. There was
really? One guy was going to hit you?
Yeah, there was one time in Central Square in Cambridge, which you know it's like where all
I know where it is. Yeah.
All the crazies are.
Yeah.
And I went up. I was wearing a wig, and I just went up, blatantly filmed one dude, and I was just like, "It's a beautiful day," and he was a homeless dude, which I was kind of exploiting. Although I said that
kind of.
I think, yeah, just exploiting. Yeah.
That's how I fucking fell in love with you. You walk up to people, and go, "It's a beautiful day." Get the fuck out of here. Did you ever give them money?
Oh yeah, all the time.
So after you did it, you'd give them what, like 20 bucks?
20 bucks. And
really?
That's $1,000 for a homeless man.
You know, like
that's the exchange rate.
I would buy him food and
He's
stuff.
like, then I just started giving them crack. It was cheaper. It's much cheaper. I give them 20.
Better content too when they were on crack. It was funnier when they were fucked
I actually
up.
cut out the middleman for them because I didn't want them to have to get up and go get it. I can do more shoots.
He had trouble walking, so I just gave him the crack right there. No, but with that dude, I filmed him, and he was like, "You fucking filming me?" I was like, "I was." Like, I'll delete it right now. Here, I deleted it. I showed him. Then he started approaching me with a bottle in his hand. He tried to smash a bottle over my head.
Nice.
That was a scary one.
Speaking of that, DraftKings.com this Thanksgiving is this week, people, and there's no better combo than turkey and football, unless, of course, your fantasy football season isn't going quite as planned, and your family won't let you hear the end of it. But don't worry. It's never too late to save your season and win huge prizes at DraftKings.com. Now there's something to be thankful for. DraftKings is the destination for 1 week fantasy football. That means no season-long commitments to bust and bench warmers. What? Gotta pee? Oh, can you turn that down a little bit? It's fucking with me. Yeah, never again will injuries. You ever have injuries in these fantasy that ruined your whole season? Will injuries have you combing the waiver wires? It's a brand new season every week at DraftKings. Just pick your contest, draft your team, and follow the action live. Renew rivalries with friends and family every week. Every damn week you can set this thing up. It's amazing. That will give you something to talk about at the dinner table. Or try the 50-50 contest, where the top half of all entries win cash. Even if your current fantasy team is cooked, you can still win huge cash prizes every week at DraftKings.com. Use code Kelly at DraftKings.com now, and you play for free. How's that? With your first deposit. That's Kelly. Play for free for your share of the $100,000 in total prizes this weekend. Go to DraftKings.com now. DraftKings.com. Eligibility restrictions may apply. See sign for details. Listen.
Bob, can I tell you something real
here's
quick
the thing.
about your code for DraftKings?
Yeah.
I used it last year. I won $600.
Whoa.
See that?
Hey.
How great is
$600.
that? I'm telling you, man. And use code word dude. No, use code word Kelly for this one. Kelly for this one. If you, I know you fucking lunatics, all my fans, your fans, they keep coming back to me, so I know you're using the code. Keep using it. Keep using DraftKings.com and use the code Kelly. Speaking of Thanksgiving, it's this week, right? Next week?
Next
week. Yeah.
Next week. What's up?
Did you want to see your vines? Did you want to play some?
I do want to play one in 1 second.
Okay, sorry.
I want to say, I invite. Are you coming over?
I have to see it when I'm going home.
Are you going
I don't
home?
know yet. I don't know yet.
All right, we're doing a thing. So if you guys want, Mike, not you, just because you got to meet my wife first. Maybe I'll invite you to the barbecue next year, and then you
Yeah,
come.
I love barbecues.
Can't you just meet your wife at Thanksgiving?
No, what are you, nuts?
What's the big deal about it?
Because it's my house. It's cold. There's no place to go. The barbecue is an outside. There's a fence.
You got to do a general first.
Yeah.
A general meeting first.
I need a wide fucking swath of grass. No, anyways, I'm very excited about Thanksgiving. Yeah, let's play some of my. You want to see my vines? You want to see
Let me
it?
tell you right now, I would love to.
Tim, here's the problem with you.
Yes.
Okay. Here's the problem with all you fucks. You know, you first meet these guys, Mikey, and they're all like, "Hey, oh, thank you so," and then they get to know you, and all they want to do is rip you down.
That's
And
not
what's-
true.
No, you're right. No, you're right. Because
That's what's about to happen right now.
That's when the arrogance comes out. Because at first everybody's like, "Hey, Bobby. Hey, dude. Hey, man." Like
Right?
The first 2 months of comedy.
That is what we
right?
sound like. Yeah.
No, like the first 2 months of comedy, like everybody's like, "Hey, man, this is cool. We're gonna be friends." All that
Yeah.
bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Then it's fucking fighting with you 3 days later. You know what I mean? The
Mike,
bullshit.
Hey, Mike, can you do video on a podcast? I think I'm going to replace both of you with Mike Buscemi. Look at they both.
Steve Buscemi's younger brother.
All right, but whatever his name is. Listen, I love you. You can come
Thank
back
you,
on
buddy.
any time.
I just think it's funny because I
Me
think of
too.
you so much as a comic. With you doing vines, I think is hilarious.
Buddy, I'm joking. I'm fucking kidding. Can
Okay.
you not fucking give me a
Yeah.
serious response?
I'm not
to
giving
it?
you a serious response. I want to see these vines.
Wait, can I ask you guys 1 second?
Yeah, please.
How long are you guys
Anytime.
doing comedy for?
6 years.
Okay.
6 years, yeah.
4 years.
That's the beginning, right? You think, Bob? I mean,
Yeah,
it's like
it's
at least 10 to 12 years to be a headliner, right? Do you think?
Not now. Not now with the amount of comedy clubs that are out there now and their standards. No.
A lot of people would be a headliner and not even be funny. There's people that just get on stage and go, "Hey, I don't like guns," and people go, "That's right," and we just start clapping.
I'm serious. It's funny that you go in and so many of these fucking headlines are doing 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Walking the fuck off stage.
Right.
I can do 45 minutes on my fucking head.
What do you do when you go up?
Hour 6, hour 10,
Wow.
hour 15.
Yeah.
I mean, you
At
know,
least an hour for sure.
Because
That's my podcast. Every week is an hour 10.
Where is that podcast?
Come
Town on Come Town Nation.
But the thing is, you guys never had to go through hellholes like we did years ago. I mean, there was no net.
It ain't great now.
No,
I don't know where you
but
think
some
we're
problem,
going
am I right or
now.
wrong?
Open
Tell them
mics
what it would
and
have been
shit.
like in the
Buddy, you're never wrong. You're always right, Mike.
Yeah.
Thank
You understand me?
No, but the thing is, am I
Yeah.
right or wrong? Come,
You're not. You're always
doing
right.
late
I
nights
just
to
said-
sell it all in the city. There
Yeah,
were
the
drunks.
cellar.
There were fucking.
Yeah.
I'd go on at 3 o'clock in the morning. David Teller go on at 1:30 in the morning to sell it.
But sometimes we'll go to a festival where we get our rooms paid for and food vouchers, and people are attentive and really enjoy our stuff. But then the food's not great.
Yeah, I hate
it's
it.
like
Those quesadillas.
whatever.
Yeah.
So I get it. I totally get it.
It really is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. Sometimes we just perform in cities where everyone is predisposed to love us. So you know.
Have you guys? I did everything.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Everything. I did everything from Jewish temple to mafia gigs. So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you guys.
Well, there are no Jews and there is no mafia now. So I don't know what you want us to do.
The Jews are going in Trump's America, that's for sure.
All right, what do you got?
Oh, there he is. I feel like Vine already canceled Bobby like years ago.
No, it should be coming through.
I think Ride Dunes were better.
Press on the video itself.
Oh.
Right up there, buddy. This is just what he rewind. This is just what he's into.
Listen. Please just let it play. Let it play. I love this song.
Yeah.
Listen.
It's like an anime
One more time.
It sounds like you're ordering at a Thai place.
Yeah. All right, what else we got?
It's hard for me to walk to my
No,
hotel because I'm
no,
afraid of heights.
Wait. Oh, God.
It's hard for me to walk
Don't do the revines. Dude, just do my vines. There's my kid.
You
Oh, he's so tiny there.
Good one.
Right out of the Gomez playbook.
Something racist.
Kelly on the Anthony Comey show on Vine, dude.
No N-words?
Who's that?
That's a revine. You don't want me to see that, right?
Oh, I know.
Oh, it's kind of chugging up on me here.
Yeah, there you go.
That's funny. That's a good one.
That's a good one. I'm sure it translates to the podcast.
Fucking Copenhagen.
Fucking loser.
I got to give it to Rod Dune.
Do one right now with you. Hi, go ahead.
Why?
Do one right now with you.
There's some gems. There's some gems here.
Oh, Kyle.
Happy New Year.
That's your last one.
The Tears of a Clown.
Go all the way dip it to the front.
I did, and there weren't that many.
Just go.
Oh, okay.
Keep going. Oh, this guy's gonna fight me.
Oh no!
Watch.
Oh.
Is he on the other side of the tracks?
No, he's on the other side of the glass.
You filming me, bro? What glass?
Somebody's watching me.
Wait, slow down. Don't fucking run.
To be up here.
Oh God.
To be up.
So I can't have sex with any other women. So I can't have sex with any.
Not bad.
Not
It's
bad.
funny.
Not
It's
bad.
funny, man.
Not bad.
That was fun.
Not
man.
bad. How fucking Lewis singing. Jesus Christ.
That was not good.
What was that? Oh, a magic trick. Do the magic trick. Ow! He threw the fucking quarter. Listen. Watch. Ow! Yeah. He hit the host in his eye with the fucking quarter. Legitimately hucked the fucking thing in the host. It hit the fucking kid. The host was sleeping.
I wish there had been a video, a Vine of when we had a monitor, a TV stolen from Ralph Sutton's house, and Ralph says to Lewis, "Hey, you know, fucking somebody stole the TV," and Lewis goes, "Hey, Ralph. We're a growing business. We're gonna lose things." He's like, "This is my house. You know? This is my house."
All right,
That's
well,
the part of it.
what else? We got anything else? What else in the chat?
Oh, you wanted to there was a tweet by Tony Hinchcliffe about his what he thought about the SNL.
Oh yeah.
situation.
Oh, you know what? I did like Chappelle on the SNL, but the opening song was. Oh,
Hey, I
God.
thought that was nice.
Of course you
dude,
did.
I thought it was good. Why you
Of course
didn't
you
like
did.
it? Why you didn't like it? What's
Of course
wrong?
you did.
Because a woman
A
singing.
fucking-
You
a
and
guy on a-
Stavros hates women.
Nice try, Tim. That's just flipping it.
No, why? It was good. It was a nice song.
You
What's
hate
the problem?
women?
Huh?
You hate women?
I just some of their views are problematic.
But here's the deal. Here's the deal.
The seriousness of it was just crazy. It was,
Yeah.
Everyone's like
Also,
like,
they had Trump
Leonard
on.
Cohen.
What?
But here's
They
the thing.
had Trump on. You can't fucking eulogize that Hillary Clinton lost when you.
What were they
fucking
supposed to
you
do? He
normalize
was
Trump.
He was
Don't
a
fucking-
candidate.
Don't
He was a
fucking put him on.
candidate.
Don't put him on. They didn't have
buddy,
Rubio
buddy.
on. They didn't have
Normalize
fucking-
is a fake word.
It's
He
not
was
a
the
fake
leading
word, dude.
candidate. It's a
not a
fake
fake word, dude.
What does normalize mean?
You can't act sad
Half the
when you
country.
fucking promoted his fucking agenda. You can't act sad about that, dude.
What do you mean his agenda? The guy was a figure. He was a major party.
Yeah,
he
they
was running for the presidency.
Sure.
When they had him
And
on,
they
he
made
had
him
won
seem
the
more
nomination.
Let me read this.
Nobody
And
gave
then-
a shit about SNL. No Trump voter fucking watched SNL and said, "Oh, now I'll vote for him." He was on SNL.
But dude,
Let
you
me
can't
just
be
read this
smiling
tweet.
with him.
Let me read this
Okay.
tweet from Tony Hinchcliffe. Read it.
He says, "Let's be honest about SNL. Chappelle was great, duh, but that Kate McKinnon cold open was hot garbage meant to play off our emotions."
Yep.
I thought it was a nice song. I thought why does everyone have to
buddy.
be such a political hack?
Okay,
Whatever.
okay. It's not a political hack.
It's a
I
fucking
think
nice
look
song.
at-
Leonard Cohen died. She sang Hallelujah.
Well, listen. Here's the thing. It's like, all right. What the fuck are we doing here? What's going on? You're doing it in the fucking. If you're in costume, be funny. You want
I
to go
agree
sing
with
the
that. It's
song?
weird.
Go be. Hey, you want to go sing the song? Take the wig off. Take the costume off, and go sing the song. I'll hear it. Hey, we're gonna do
But
a
it's
little.
here's the thing. It's a big
Don't
deal.
don't come out with a fucking costume on and
Yeah,
set
but
me
dude-
up. Set me up. You know what you should have done? They should have had fucking Alec Baldwin come out in the back and just stand there, and maybe and then she goes, that would make it a little funny.
But here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Funny's funny,
It
dude.
was a fucking traumatic election for a lot of people. They fucking had a nice little cold open.
Yeah.
Let's fucking not go crazy.
I agree with Tony.
Let's not go
I
crazy.
agree with
I
Tony.
just do think it's hypocritical. Though.
I don't think it's hypocritical because here's the deal. Nobody fucking voted for Trump because he was on SNL. This is what liberals don't fucking get. They think that anyone gives a shit about SNL
Yeah.
and Lena Dunham and Amy Schumer. Nobody gives a fuck about any of these things. They don't matter. No fucking guy who lost a job in fucking Ohio is going, oh, wait a minute, he's on SNL? Now I'm going to vote for him. He's just not the fucking case. Stop worshiping SNL. Stop worshiping these fucking gods.
A lot of
You'll
people
understand
fucking-
why you lost.
Hang on 1 second. Go ahead, Mike.
You should be an attorney. You're fucking awesome.
I should be,
You
Mike.
should.
I am an
No.
attorney, Mike. If you need anything done, I'll do it.
No, yeah.
I am an attorney. Funny you should say that.
No, you really are. Whoa.
Rebuttal.
I just don't. I mean, I just don't think that's true. I do think that he comes off. He was dangerous and he wasn't serious. No one looked at him that way. And then it is kind of you putting him in mainstream media. The same thing with Jimmy Fallon tussling his fucking hair, dude. He was already. He was saying dangerous shit. He was saying racist, homophobic, misogynistic shit. And if you don't
What about
stand
when
for
Hillary
that,
Clinton was doing dangerous shit and nobody gave a shit? What about when Barack Obama was firing drones into fucking Pakistani weddings and you all didn't give a flying fuck because he was dancing on Ellen? Stop. Have values or don't.
Dude, I just
have
don't-
values or fucking don't.
There's no
Stop.
other. There's no fucking other
Whoa.
options, dude.
What
I
do you mean
understand-
there's no
I
other
agree
option?
that they're imperfect fucking people, and I didn't like Hillary Clinton at all. But
but-
Trump is more dangerous. I still believe that, and I think
We'll
it-
see, dude. She
and I
was
do
fucking
think-
ready to fight Russia. I don't know how fucking dangerous. We'll
yeah,
see.
I don't want a ground war with Russia.
We'll
That's
see.
true.
I don't want a ground war with Russia, which your girlfriend Hillary was all fucking about.
All right, everybody, right now, who do you vote for? Tim or Stavros?
Oh,
Tim.
Well,
Stavros.
Stavros is like a
Everyone,
spider.
everyone hates both of us.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone in this room hates me and Stavros.
No, this
So,
podcast, everyone's mad at us for sure. We're gonna
No,
get terrible.
you guys
No,
are
tweets.
like-
no, you're not. This is what I love. Listen, here's
Me
the
and
thing.
Stavros like arguing. We
Here-
enjoy
here's
it.
the
do
deal.
like arguing.
Because
You
we're not
should-
babies.
But you should argue. You should have these fights, screaming, yelling, whatever. As long as after you're done, it's over.
It's
Move-
over.
You don't spit in people's faces. You don't hurt people.
We're not putting nutrients out of our body.
Yeah, yeah,
What, are you
yeah.
out of your mind?
I'm actually pretty.
Yeah, we're keeping it all in.
Listen,
So-
listen.
The chat room is unanimously voting for Tim, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, because
Well,
Tim
they're
is
psychotic in
well,
there.
I mean, look, Tim is way, smarter than Stavros.
Stavros is a spider on the web. I think he's going to overcome Tim.
But I could also just argue. I could argue.
I'm a
I
spider in
could
the web
argue
as
the
well.
other point of view
Wait a
too.
minute. No, who's it? Oh, what's it? Did you use the
Everyone's
same?
a spider in his analogy.
Spider on the web. He's like,
Right.
he's gonna, he's
6 seconds. What do you think?
I'm not that much of a political person. This is the wrong episode for me to be on. Wait, let me raise this unpopular opinion. What would happen if we didn't vote at all. What would happen if only like 20% of the population voted? Then we might
Well-
have to like reconsider how we even do the system. Then that might cause a big change.
Nobody cares because only 50% votes now. Nobody gives
Not
a shit. So
even,
you drop off another 30. These people are going to be like, I've heard that argument before. People are like, no, everyone stay home, and then they'll have to No, they'll just go like this and be like, yeah, they're all fine.
Democrats do lose when there's lower turnout. That's historically true.
I mean, it is what it
It's
is.
just like one thing that keeps me hopeful is my lack of hope. Kind of like I feel like being a president is kind of like a no-show title because everyone below them will do their work
Let's
for
hope.
them. And granted,
Well,
Trump
I
will
don't know.
hire like Republican and people.
Yeah, his
who
fucking
he
cabinet looks
aligns
Here's
with.
the deal. Here's the deal. I think that presidents can do certain things, but there's a lot of stuff they can't do, and they're not a wizard. He's not going to.
Yeah, but he's
a
got
wand.
both.
One
He's got
second,
the House
guys.
and the Senate.
Mike, go ahead.
Like Michael Corleone said, they do a lot of fucking wicked shit for the past 250 years.
Yeah.
They don't have as much power
Timmy,
as people think.
Timmy.
He's right.
Hey, huh?
That's true.
It's true. Listen,
fuck?
let's hope the country's fine.
Tim, you should be a politician.
It would
though.
be
You're
great
man. I'm
if he
telling
was
you,
the
run
best
for
president
office.
of all time.
He might be.
It would be.
He might be
hilarious.
amazing.
He can be.
If without even trying from his golf course, everyone has health
Here's the
care,
deal.
and it's like
Here's the deal.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
glad that Obamacare is going out the fucking window, and I'll tell
It's
you
not.
what.
He just
It
announced
won't.
it's
He already
not.
said he won't.
Ugh.
The one thing, yeah.
Listen, he's going to keep certain parts of it. No, certain parts of it he's going to
terrible.
He's going to restructure it. He's going to restructure it. It's a bad law, but he's going to restructure
terrible.
it.
You know
He
how
is
much
going to
money
keep. He
it
is going to
costs?
keep the clause where the pre-existing conditions clause, where if you have a pre-existing condition, an insurance company cannot deny you. Now the problem with that, I agree with that on a moral level, but the problem with that is incentivize. Like, how do you price in risk? That's like saying to somebody with a car accident, like, "Hey, my car's on fire," and you
Well,
go,
yeah, that's the
"Well,
problem. We should
sorry.
have single payer if you're going to do that.
But it's
All right,
very
gonna
hard
be-
to have single payer in a country with 350
All right, listen.
million
All right,
people,
fuck,
50 people paying
all right,
taxes.
All right, Fox
50%.
News, CNN, we're done. We're done. All right, we're done. Listen, we're gonna wrap this show up. I mean, look, I'm glad we talked about it. A lot of this last week was a fucking crazy week. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine.
You mean Vine? Vine's not going to be fine.
Oh,
Vine ain't fine.
Rydoon is fucked. Yeah, but we might be fine. Yeah.
My career's over.
Yeah, right.
I'll just go back to open mics.
No, Mike has a.
No, it's not over because you know why? You capitalize on every fucking thing you can in this. Grab those Vine followers and take them with you somehow.
Take them with you physically.
Yeah.
Take them with you.
I'm serious.
Corral them. In
Whether
the
they want to,
arena.
whether they want to go or not. Whether they want to go or not.
Keep getting yourself out there, no matter what it takes.
Stavros, what do you got, buddy? And it's so weird. You're supposed to come up with this weekend, but it was one of those things that went through the fucking. I remember telling you about it.
Yeah, it
And
seemed
we
like
talked. He was supposed to be with this weekend, but he was there last year. And the guy Tommy was like, "I don't want the same
Same
Middler.
show.
I don't want the same feature."
Where?
That Saratoga Springs Comedy Works. And I remember we were like, "All right, well, talk to him because we had problems at Tampa too."
Right.
Some of the clubs are like they just want their guys,
Right.
which I get because these guys are trying to build up their comedy community, and people up in Albany, these whatever. Like Jay lives up there.
You're right. Jay McBride.
Jay McBride.
She's
So,
probably middle.
anyways, she probably won't. It'll be somebody else. I hope it is. Anyways, he's not coming this weekend, which I'm very sad about because I was, now I'm going to be alone in Saratoga Springs.
I was gonna bring the blender. We were gonna have smoothies. I've been drinking smoothies every day.
Buddy, I haven't fucked up once.
That's good. I had a little bit of a fuck up.
Good,
but
man. It's not easy.
I'm back. I'm back in the mix.
I haven't fucked up once.
I'm proud of you, Bob.
Over 3 weeks, and I went to Boston, and I haven't gone to Boston and not fucked up in
we
so
had a
long.
terrible weekend in
Yeah,
Boston.
we ate so much. I'm telling you, my feet felt weird.
No, man.
I'm not kidding.
I was
that's
sweating. I had
fucking
clam
scary.
sweats.
That's fucking scary. If they're feeling like that, watch your sugar. I'm telling you.
Huh?
Watch your sugar level. No, I'm serious, Bob.
What do
I'm
you
not
mean?
kidding.
That's a Michael Corleone quote.
No, I'm serious. Because, like,
What he's saying, Bob, is you don't got enough sugar in you.
No, maybe you may
Let's go
have
get
too
some
much.
Sundays.
I'm serious.
You
because-
put that yellow palm hand away from my face.
hand.
What,
No,
Mike?
I'm serious. My sister has diabetes.
So
right?
what happened?
No, but you start to feel it in the feet. It is. You start to- I'm serious, Bob. I mean it is good. I'm just trying to warn you.
All right, thank you. Thank
No,
you.
no, I mean that sincerely.
Say no again, and you say,
Okay.
am I right or wrong again? I'm gonna tackle you, Michael.
Okay.
No, buddy. Listen. So Stavros, what do you got, buddy?
Follow me on Instagram at StaviBaby. We've got some great fall content coming up and some holiday stuff.
I can't wait. I haven't seen anything.
It's gonna be good. And listen to Come Town. My
Where do you find
podcast. just Google Cumtown. So
and then rummage through all the gay porn. It's a small farming community.
It's a tough search.
Right below San Francisco,
Yeah.
and it's just a bunch of guys coming all day.
It is true. The SEO stuff is pretty
What
hard.
is it?
But yeah, we're on iTunes, Cumtown, and we have a live show. It's going to be the Monday after Thanksgiving. Come on out. We've had a couple good ones. It's been a lot of fun.
And when are we next?
Magoobies. My
Is that
hometown
really
in
it?
Baltimore. Yeah, dude. We got to anyway. So that's
right.
the first weekend in December.
Yep. All right, man. Well, we're at Magoobies, which is going to be fun. And also, are you coming over for Thanksgiving? Find out.
I'll find out. I'll talk to my
Find out.
family.
That'll be fun. We're going to have a good time. Timmy, what do you got besides fucking beautiful hair?
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. November 19th, I'm going to be at a place called the Infield in Pittsfield, Massachusetts. Come out to that. November 26th.
I'm sorry, what?
The Infield in Pittsfield, Massachusetts.
Is that baseball themed?
Yeah, it's during the seventh inning stretch at a minor
Yeah,
game.
Are you just going to shit on everything that I do? Or
First of all, Mr. Negative,
Okay, I apologize.
the reason why I'm asking, I think I played there. You fucking sissy.
You might have too. You might have too. The Infield.
I'm serious. I think it's a baseball.
It is a
thing.
baseball thing.
I played there when I was coming up.
How
here.
was it?
It's a gig in Boston.
Yeah,
Who's
all
a
right.
fuck.
Thanks.
Look, funny's funny.
Thank
People
you.
show up for a show.
Man.
You fucking do.
Thanks.
your
When
thing.
you ask
appreciate
how is it, and the response is funny's funny, man.
Listen, I'm not looking forward to it. Proctor's Theater in Schenectady on November 26th.
I'm gonna have the guy say that you open up for Wanda.
Yeah, come out to that, or Proctor's November 26th, or Vermont Comedy Club November 30th. I'm headlining that. That should be great.
Nice.
Baltimore, right?
Tim, yeah, Baltimore's coming up too.
You headlining?
What?
Are you headlining?
Yeah, I'm gonna headline. It's gonna be great.
Look at him.
What's his December?
I don't know. It's Umar Khan.
Yeah.
Gin and Jokes in Baltimore. That's a fun one.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It's a
I'm
very good joke.
excited.
Very
And
good show.
Tim Dillon's going to hell. We are really growing in popularity on Gas Digital. We're doing great, and please rate and subscribe and like us on iTunes. Our last episode is one of the funniest things ever, and I'm not just saying that.
I actually think you are.
Oh, fuck. That's a big laugh. Hey, guys, it's me, Rye. You can watch me struggle in front of 4 people at the Creek in the Cave tonight if you're watching this right now. And then I'll be in Boston November 27th, 28th, 29th. And then I'm doing a mini tour in, like, Dallas and Phoenix and shit with George Perez and, like, the Adam Carolla crew. Check my Twitter. I pinned all my dates. I'm Rydoon on Twitter. And also someone about a half hour ago called me a rapist on Twitter, so check that out.
Why are you a rapist?
I think they're confusing me with a different...
I don't plug that.
That's true.
God, you really all want this career to be over. What a clean break. Clean break.
No. I look similar to another dude, social media dude who got accused of Twitter. So edit that rape part out. Yeah, just check me out on Instagram too, Rydoon.
Right, thanks for coming back on, buddy.
Thanks for
Good
having
to
me,
see
man.
you, man.
You too, dude.
Good luck with this wherever you're going. I think it's going to be great.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
I do, man. Mikey, what do you got besides fucking weird eyes?
Thursday, I'm going to be actually doing a comedy roast battle.
Oh, no shit.
At the New York Comedy Club, I'm battling Gino Bisconte.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to tear him up. It's gonna
now,
be
is
fun,
that
man.
the same roast battle they have all over the place, or is that a different one?
I think it's called some guy
Competing
named
brands.
Rel does it. I think
Oh, it's a
he did it in
competing,
LA.
the other one.
Yeah.
That's great, buddy.
And then I'm going to be at the tryout theater December 2nd with Pat Dixon, myself, and Alexis Deloney.
Oh, great, man. I love Pat. That's
He's
great.
a good guy, man. I love
Great
him.
guy. Good, man. Good what?
The battle, though, I had my second battle. It's my second one, right?
Right.
It's so much different than Bob than roasting people from a dais. You know what I mean? It's
So,
fun,
what do
man.
you-
I like battling
Hey,
people
do me a
one by
favor.
one.
Please explain.
Okay, like, you know, when people go up one after one, that's pretty brutal. You know, that's hard enough, but I like fighting one-on-one. It's awesome.
I'm sorry. I fell asleep with my eyes open. No, Mikey, I love you, buddy.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for coming
Bob.
on,
It was so
man.
much fun.
All right, what do you got? Hey, dude, how are you?
What's up,
Dude, I'm sorry I didn't see you there. You just.
I've been here 7 times. You
I
said-
know, I know. But this time I didn't see you come in.
I snuck him in.
Oh, she snuck you? Yeah.
Sorry.
Are you banging him or
No!
something?
Why do I have to be banging everybody?
Yeah, buddy, I got a lot going. I got a lot of. I'm doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he remembers me.
Well,
Yeah.
I have my own football podcast. It's called You're on the Clock. You can find it on iTunes, and you can follow us on Twitter.
It's the only show that lets guests plug. I mean, I literally just all I do is help everybody else do everything. Nobody helps me.
You always let me plug the podcast, so I got you another bat.
Oh, buddy, there you go. See that? What do you guys ever fucking given me?
Love,
They said
friendship,
this is like the
companionship on the road.
I said I got a gift certificate. I'm taking you to an Italian restaurant.
Okay, that's all. I just wanted to make sure you guys remember all these things. Thank you. Oh, that's a fucking good one, kid.
Yeah, they said it was one of the best, and I know
Yep.
you like.
Oh, it is. That's a fucking high-end one, dude. You paid for money for that sucker.
Only the best for you, Bob.
But you're
How
the
much?
best. Huh?
How much was it?
$20.
Oh,
Not
that's
20
not
bucks.
that
Huh? That's a lot of money for us.
It will be soon for you.
Oh shit! You guys are laughing at him, man.
Hey, you want this?
I'll sell it. Yeah.
You can sell it to one of those homeless people. Get your money back.
Do you want to dance with me?
Listen, Deepa, what do you got, buddy?
Twitter, Instagram, R2Deepu, and my 2 podcasts, Geeks in New York and Go to Hell podcast. You can check those out.
Go to hell.
Yeah.
Interesting name.
Isn't that your name?
It's the name of mine.
What's yours? What's yours?
Tim Dillon's going to hell.
There's a lot of
But
first of all,
you're going to hell.
I'm going to hell.
He says go to hell.
right.
I think
Right.
it's just
Yeah, I
direct-
know.
that's directed
There's
to
a
you.
subtle. There's a subtle difference.
Scopo brought that up too. He was like, "That's way too similar," and I actually didn't come up with it. My co-host did.
Yeah.
but,
Well,
there's a lot.
who's your co-host?
Some lunatic.
I think it. I'm sure it was fine.
Is he the head of the Tim Dillon fan club?
It's Tam Doylan.
Luis Gomez was just like, it's just
Name
telling
it.
everyone,
That's
go to hell.
That's copyright infringement. You can't do that.
Did he give you shit for that? No.
No,
That's
no,
different.
no one said anything.
who cares?
Well,
Yeah.
My friend got defensive though. He actually like sent me like a list of all these podcasts with the expression "go to hell" in it. So you know, it's
Yeah, it's
What
up for
friend?
this guy I know who's not
Do I have any
me.
more ads? Do I have any more ads?
No, you're all set.
I'm upset. What do you have besides fucking A-cup titties?
They're getting smaller.
I know, because you're losing weight.
Nah.
Baby, you look good. I think you look sweet, and I'm glad you have a guy. But do me a favor, seriously.
No more butt stuff?
No, I don't want you to get. I don't want you. You can do butt stuff.
Okay.
You don't let somebody come in your bum.
Oh, why not?
Oh, why?
Tim said it's okay.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, okay, all
Stavros.
right, never mind. Sorry.
You can do that.
Just
Lauren, the worst thing that can happen is you get AIDS.
Well, let's
Hey,
all cross our fingers.
Hey, how about a fucking cum shit? How about one of those coming out?
Oh, yeah.
Tim,
Tim,
What?
just tell me about a cum
get off
shit.
your phone, Tim.
I'm looking up cum shit.
I know you.
That's just his
Get off,
homepage.
Tim, for your fucking dumb speech about waking up in the morning and looking at the sun. You fucking can't have got your phone for 2 hours.
remember
on
that?
my fucking show.
2 hours ago, I gave that speech.
His views have evolved.
All right, listen. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go and download the app, iOS and Android, and subscribe. $1.99 a month. Support the show. 10 episodes will always be free. Everything else is behind the paywall. All these episodes will be behind the paywall at some point, but you can become a member, have the original content that is only up there for premium members. All you guys who subscribe, and we get a lot of you, thank you so much. You're coming up in the shows. You're telling me you're a premium member. Thanks for supporting the True Story Tour. The next stop is Saratoga Springs this weekend, New York, upstate near Albany. Make sure you show up, spread the word, support all these people. And if you want to be a guest on the show, like my man over here, email Lauren at
YKWD producer at riotcast.com.
And if you want to send us something, all this shit behind us is from you fans. If you want to send us something, please.
That's my impression.
Please. What's the address?
117 McDougal Street. Attention Robert Kelly or YKWD.
And what is the zip code?
10012.
10012.
If you want to send a bomb, we'll give you Stavros'
not it?
home address.
Oh, man, you got. Oh, fuck.
What's that?
I think it's 10013.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's a big sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. All right, guys. I want to thank Chris Scopo, and God bless you. No, I'm kidding, you guys. Thanks for listening to the podcast. You know what, dude?